Scanning ahead.
Time to jump.
Enemy mark. Nowhere to run!
Decoy. Decoy.
You should run.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
I feel something over there. Can't place it. Like us, but...
Reload him.
Can I get a drop?
Right here.
Can I get a drop? Can I get a drop? Thanks. Eyes up. Hawk out!
Scanning ahead.
Blinded.
People win.
Begins.
Enemy spotted B.
Deploying drone.
Enemy spotted B.
Enemy mark.
Enemy spotted B.
Revealing area. Found them. No more.
Cutting through.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Shot done. Shot done.
One enemy remaining.
Three gone. I am the hunter!
Match point.
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
Can I get a drop? Thanks. Can I get a drop? Thanks.
Seek them out. Found one.
Dividends for you in your competitive rank. Now, speaking of paying off in dividends, the newly minted Game League website is finally released, and we have in-depth map guides, weapons.
Enemy tag.
You know, we all make mistakes in every
Spike
facet of
down
our
B.
lives.
Last player
Specifically, Valorant.
One enemy remaining.
I'm watching a thing.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Attackers
He's giving
win.
me some educational tips.
Tips on what?
Oh.
Educational
And I
tips
just
on...
want to go on.
Huh?
Hmm?
What'd I say?
Oh, he said stuff about math and algebra.
Oh, okay.
is no different. No matter what rank you are, mistakes will define wins and losses far more than just a flashy play here and there. Now it's all good though, because in this video, let's break down the top 10 mistakes that you need to fix right now. Now go ahead, grab some Pop-Tarts, lean back, gracefully tap that subscribe button, and let's get started. Now the first big mistake that you might not even know you're making is you're smoking incorrectly. No, we're not rolling anything. We're talking about smokes in Valorant, specifically Brimstone and Omen smokes. Now the first big thing that people keep doing wrong is they blind off their own LOS. Everyone knows that running onto a point entirely blind is fun, right? You want to be smoking the enemy's potential swing power angles like Heaven and the choke points on the map that players could push through so that you and your team can push onto point and check the immediate angles. You don't want to be smoking off your own team so that when you're running onto point, you're running onto point blind. That makes no sense because enemies are just going to be looking at your smoke, and the second you pop out of your smoke, they can shoot you when the places that they could be anywhere on the point, and you do not know any of that information because you're running through a smoke. Now, another big thing that you might not know is that smokes need to be on the edge of a door frame. You see, a lot of people will take a door frame, for example, that leads onto point that you're pushing into or holding. The smoke should be on the opposite side of the door of the side that is leading onto the point. What I mean here is you don't want to have your smoke right in the middle of the door frame because then there's a lot of space that enemies can actually push through the smoke to take space on the point, and there's more angles from the smoke that you have to contest. The idea behind a smoke is enemies that are past the smoke get no information about you, and when you're smoking, you give them as little information as possible and as little space as possible to push on the point before you see them. This is incredibly important, and this is a really big mistake that a lot of people are making with their smokes. Now, the second big mistake is planting in default. You see, it looks like every single average Joe only knows one single place to plant. Well, guess what? There are tons of reasons why you shouldn't plant in default. There are an increasingly large amount of pre-learned spots, whether it's Raze's grenades, Brimstone's molly, Sova's shock arrows, and not to mention ultimates altogether. Planting in default may seem safe, but often it sets you up for an enemy play with their abilities. Now, the next thing that you might ask is, okay, how do I determine where to plant in what scenarios? Well, what really matters is sight control. Now, the most obvious thing to do is to plant the spike in the LOS of a person that controls a certain powerful angle. Consider this. Imagine one of your teammates have Heaven. They have control of the high ground. You want to be planting the spike in a position to where they can contest it from the high ground. Because imagine this example. You have your teammate up in Heaven. He controls it, and you don't plant with LOS to Heaven. Now, if you die on point and enemies push to defuse, your ally has to actually give up his powerful position in order to defuse the spike instead of being able to contest it from where he is. If he doesn't have to give up his position, then enemies actually want a route to flush him out of that position. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for them to defuse in the first place. You need to really understand this because this is one of the core aspects about planting in general, and it's something that is different depending on where your teammates control. Now, the second big thing you need to think about when planting a spike is that it's harder to defuse in general in the open, but when you're planting, your life is more at risk. We all know there's scenarios where you're rushing into a point and you don't have perfect information about what enemies are. Now, planting in default is typically very safe, and there's other places that are extremely safe, but keep in mind, the safer you plant, conversely, the more cover the enemy is going to have when they try to defuse. So if you have complete sight control, just plant it right out in the open so that so many different power angles have perfect line of sight. Now, the third biggest mistake that keeps happening again and again and again: stop reloading after every kill. Say it with me now. How am I supposed to kill someone with 19 bullets? But all joking aside, you do not need to reload after every single kill, and more often than not, it's gonna get you killed yourself. One, it gives away location, which is pretty obvious. Enemies will often counter swing based on the sound and the fact that you're reloading. If you look at every single highlight, every single ace, every single POG play that you see online, almost all of them has players using their ammo as a resource. You don't need to reload unless you absolutely have to. And if you do have to reload, and I'm talking like 5 or less bullets in your AR, then you should use utility or some other factor in order to get you safe enough in order to reload. Remember that the actual amount of bullets it takes to win a duel is very low if your shots are on point. Use your bullets as a resource, and every time you get a kill, don't instantly just be reloading automatically. Take in your surroundings, notice where the enemies are, be ready for a counter swing, and then when you're all safe and you know you're safe, then you can reload. Now, the next big mistake that we have to talk about is not playing around enemy possibilities. Now, this is an interesting one because it's gotten to the point where people kind of know generally what enemies are going to do. They have this amount of money, they're going to buy an op. They have this amount of money, they're probably going to save this, and that. Well, here's the thing. If you always count on the enemies doing what is the correct play on paper, then you're going to get killed by things that you don't expect. Take this for example. You won the first round, and your whole team is buying ghost pistols plus armor or light armor. And you just assume that the enemy is going to be running plastics, so you fight them at the longer ranges. But the enemy team kind of mixed it up a little bit, and multiple members of the enemy team bought sheriffs because they had some kills. Maybe one bought a marshal, and they managed to win the second round, which should almost be unwinnable, and your economy is completely screwed because you bought just enough to still buy ARs if you won the round, but now you lost. So what I'm saying here is, just because there's a price point in mind where you can anticipate enemies' actions, sometimes enemies will not adhere to that, and don't always expect enemies to fit in those little boxes that you put them in, or the little boxes that they hypothetically should be playing in. Now, the next big mistake that happens a lot is forcing a flank. Some people, and you know who you are, live on the goddamn flank. All joking aside though, flanking can get a lot of value, and I'm not going to tell you it can't, but there are going to be times when you should just play your zone. Let's take something like Cat on Ascent, for example. You could be playing in Cat, and if you're on defense and you could peek out, you could definitely peek the enemy, right? But the problem is, there are a lot of different angles that people can kill you from. And I'm not saying that peeking out is always bad, but if you consistently try to force flanks, you will start getting shut down over and over again. You subject yourself up to a death, and a lot of times enemies are playing in default just looking for the opportunity to push in, and you become that catalyst because you're trying to force the flank. If the enemy isn't doing anything, don't feel like you have to do anything as well. And the big takeaway is, the more and more you flank, the easier it will be for enemies to just shut you down. Because when you're flanking, you can't just take your time. You can't take your sweet time always. You can't look around every single corner from where you were to the backside of the enemy, especially if the enemy's all the way on C site and you're on A side on something like Haven, for example. This means that any enemy that is expecting you and literally waiting for you will camp you out, kill you, and then they'll be able to regroup with their team with a numbers advantage, not being afraid of the flank. Now, the next big mistake that I have for you is, this happens a lot, is it's taking too long to cash in your ultimate. Now, a lot of players want to find that perfect opportunity, that perfect scenario, handcrafted, you know, where they pop their jet ult and they get 4 kills, or maybe they Phoenix ult and they 1v3 or whatever. The thing is, you can get 2 ultimates per half fairly easily. I'm sure you've seen them in your game, sages that hold their res all round and almost never get an opportunity, or maybe don't. It is not that hard to just cash in your ultimates. Stop saving ultimates for next Christmas. I assure you, you'll have more ultimates by then. Now, as a general rule of thumb though, the best time to use ults and invest is when your team bought and you need to win, or else you will be extremely poor the preceding round. Essentially, imagine this. Because you get a certain amount of money for wins, you want to keep stacking on the round that you bought to ensure it's victory, because it's victory means you gain a lot more money for the preceding round. And let's say you all bought ARs and some of you bought ops, and you lose that round, but 3 of you didn't use your ultimate. Now, the preceding round, you're going to be poor, and you're not going to be able to set yourself up for the next round, and your odds of winning that round, even if you invest, is much worse, and the reward is much less. So, the thing is, you want to kind of hard stack the rounds that you're buying, because you want to snowball those wins and that number advantage, keeping your guns for the preceding rounds while still sandbagging money. Now, the seventh big mistake is grabbing an orb and you assume that no one is nearby. This happens a lot when players say, hey, everyone's pushing B, and then there's an orb and they go grab the orb and then they die to a lurker. Well, sometimes, secretly, 4 people are creeping, waiting for that alert noise, only to doomblade you into oblivion. So here's the way that you counteract this. The first thing that you could do is tap it and wait. Kind of like when you would be defusing a spike, where you tap it and wait, and then enemies will swing you if they're nearby if they heard it. So if no one swings, then more than likely no one heard. So that is a very powerful strategy to use the orb sounds to maybe get you a kill. But the best way, honestly, is just have an ally hold your angle. Say, hey, can you hold the angle? I'm gonna grab this orb. That is probably the most consistent if there's an ally nearby to help you out with that. Now, the next big mistake that's happening, and this happens a lot more at lower ranks than they do at higher ranks, but this is slow walking always. You got to move to the objective. Let's say that the spike is planted on the other side of the map. Well, what you should be doing is you should be speeding all the way to where the white sound circle in the top left corner hits the power angle and then start walking. Now, some of you might be like, whoa, what if they're hiding behind this corner? Or what if they're hiding behind this corner? Or what about this corner? Don't I have to check every single corner from where I'm at to where the enemy's at? Well, sure, if you had all the time in the world, you could do this, but you don't have all the time in the world. You have pressure on you. And if you think that checking every single corner from B to A means that you're more likely to win, no, that is not true, because then you're not gonna have the time to check the power angles, like the close swing angles, like heaven, like angles in the LOS of the spike, because you wasted time checking every angle from B to A. This means you're actually giving yourself a worse shot 99% of the time, because they're far less likely to be hiding in the angles near the other side of the point, and they're far more likely to be hiding in the angles that give them actual legitimate positional advantage to the power angles around the point. Now, that 1% of the time that enemy is camping in a corner near B site when their friend planted on A, well, if you want to play around that tiny percentile, then that's on you. Now, the next big mistake that I have for you is calling your flashes or even abilities. Now, specifically about abilities, you should try to be relaying what you're doing with your abilities, especially when it creates space. What do I mean by that? So, let's say you're throwing paint shells cat. You could say nading cat, or you could say flashing main, or checking B with recon. What this does is it lets your allies know that an event is occurring before they make a move. So this better equips them to make a move. Like, let's say they want to push through nade and they're afraid of cat angle. If you tell them that you're nading cat, they can make that move at the exact same time. Or they don't need to push out on B until your recon arrow goes out. So these are all things that just relay more information to your team, becoming a more effective communicator. Also, as an example of this, if you're planning to cypher ult, now if your teammates just rush out and die, if they would have known that you were going to cypher ult beforehand, then they would have waited until they got that information before they pushed out. Now, moving on to the last tip that I got for you, and this is about communication. And a lot of players relate communication to backseat gaming. You ever have that person that's like, hey, grab the op, don't run in with an AR. Hey, use your nade here. Hey, do this. Hey, take this step. No one wants a backseat gamer in their game. Strategies are one thing, and that's something that you talk about as a macro. Legitimate strategies like, hey, rotating is probably smart here, or hey, we should take this side. But trying to tell people what gun to grab, what step to take, what ability to use is absolutely ridiculous. You do not know that person's skill set or their preference. Now, sure, there could be a way that is slightly better in any scenario, but remember that your teammates could just mess up trying to comprehend your directions when what they really should be focusing on is their mechanical performance and their own in-game actions. As an additional tip to this, if you die to something, try just making comms about it. Stop it with the cursing and yelling and complaining the second you die. You're not Tyler 1. You can be pissed off out of chat, but in chat, you're going to distract the people that are still alive, and they're going to have a hard time focusing on what they need to do next to win the round. Speaking of distract, I think that we distracted you from the morality of man for about 12 minutes, so it's only right that you smash that subscribe button. Now, before we go, my big question for you is, what big mistakes do you see people make in your games? Definitely let us know in the comments down below. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and until next time. What's up everybody, Coach Mills here coming at you with a brand new Valorant video, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to win the most important round to win in all of Valorant, and that is none other than pistol round. You see, a pistol round that is won often turns into another round, and it could just snowball throughout the course of a game where you end up beating enemies like 13-7, where if you would have lost those pistol rounds, it would have went into overtime, and you would have eventually lost the entire game. But if you can learn all the techniques to master pistol round, you're going to give yourself such a huge win rate boost, and it's going to be so easy for you to climb. But speaking of climbing, the Game Week website is the best way to climb in Valorant. We got in-depth VOD reviews, advanced tips and tricks, and everything you need in order to climb, including map guides, positioning guides, and much, much more. Do yourself a favor and go check it out in the links down below, and I can't wait to see you there. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, the first and most important question when going into every single pistol start round is, what gun do I even buy? And this is a question that a lot of people have where they don't know whether they should be buying the Ghost or the Frenzy or Armor or abilities, or they have no idea. But first, let's talk about the Ghost. Who should buy it, when you should buy it, and why? So, of course, the Ghost is 500 credits, and it can one-tap headshot someone that is not having or wearing any armor. Now, the thing is, not everyone should buy the Ghost, and I know that this seems kind of weird, but yes, only select people should buy the Ghost, and typically, it should be duelists that buy the Ghost, or more specifically, people that don't have better uses for their utility. So characters like Cypher, Killjoy, Breach, Raze, all should most likely not be buying the Ghost, and let's go through these one at a time. So Cypher and Killjoy, both of these have very powerful utility, and they have something essential, which is flank guarding utility, which is something that a lot of people don't do on pistol rounds, especially pistol round attacks, which is why Cypher and Killjoy should almost never ever buy Ghost. Breaches, typically, yes, you could buy a Ghost with Breach and it would make you more aggressive, but you know what's better than having a little bit more firepower? Your enemy being permanently blind. If you buy your damn flashes, flash the enemy, you don't need a Ghost pistol if they're blind 24/7. And Raze, yes, unfortunately for Raze, if you want a good combination of her abilities, you can't really do off the Ghost because you can buy one blast pack and your Ghost pistol, or one boom and your Ghost pistol. But realistically, you want a suite of abilities on Raze. That's really what you would want to abuse, and you're gonna get more value with those abilities than that little bit of extra firepower you get on the Ghost pistol. Now, there are some characters that are like in the debatable section, like Sova, Brim, and Phoenix. And a character like Sova, you can buy the Ghost pistol and get some sharp darts, but the thing about buying the Ghost pistol is you don't get that drone, and that drone is really good for information, so it really depends on what your personal preference, and someone can make an argument for or against depending on the situation. Brimstone is probably going to be attack or defensive dependent, because Brimstone's Molly is something you typically want to buy, but you have to buy smokes. No matter if you're on attack or defense, you should buy some number of smokes, and if you're on defense, you want that Molly and smokes, you're not going to have enough for that Ghost, so that's just something you should think about. And then Phoenix is in an awkward situation because he's a character that would really love the extra firepower of a Ghost, but if he buys that Ghost, he can only get one flash, and typically it's actually better to have two flashes to easily convert on kills in pistol rounds, because flashes are even more powerful in pistol round than any other round. And this is why you see some Phoenix users like Sinatra and Proplay rocking the Frenzy just so he could buy two flashes, but I'm going to break that down more in a little bit. Now, characters that should almost always buy the Ghost pistol are probably your Jets, your Reynas, and your Omens in your games. They either have a way to match their abilities to where they can buy that Ghost, or they really are advantaged when they do buy that Ghost pistol. Specifically, a character like Reyna, she really wants to be able to get those first kills and connect with headshots to start the chain on her Devourer to get that 150 HP in pistol round. So she's a character that really wants the Ghost pistol. Jet, of course, she could still buy a combination of two updrafts and a smoke, or two smokes and an updraft. So you have a lot of options with these characters, but for the most part, these are the type of boxes that these characters get in. And generally, you do not want every single member of your team to have a Ghost, of course. It should be about 2 or 3 members have a Ghost, because they do have some amount of diminishing returns, and you're not going to get the maximum amount of value out of your abilities. Now, for a Ghost tip that you should be doing every single time you're playing Ghost in pistol rounds is you need to be spraying through every smoke. you need to be abusing the heck out of it. Because you got to remember, not everyone's going to be rocking a ghost pistol, and no one's going to know where you're shooting from if you're spamming through a ghost pistol. Especially if you have sight control, spam, tap through every single smokes. You're going to get a lot of kills, especially when you have sight control, and there's a smoke that leads onto point. Players will often try to set up in a smoke, flash out, swing out, whatever the case may be. Just punish that strategy by spamming through smokes consistently. Another thing you need to realize is the ghost pistol is actually the most forgiving weapon as far as moving and shooting. Like, I'm not talking about moving and shooting at the same time. I'm talking about taking a step, stopping, shooting, taking a step, stopping, shooting, counter-strafing, of course, but this is something you got to get a feel for, but you actually can move really fluidly with the ghost pistol, unlike almost every other weapon in the game. Definitely, I would highly suggest going into like a free-for-all lobby and rocking around with the ghost pistol. I know that sounds crazy, but you are still going to get some practice, and the margin for error is so tiny when you do that. You do that for like an hour, and you're going to be cracked out of your mind by the end of it. Now, the next weapon, of course, is just the classic pistol, and most people can rock this if they have abilities that take precedent, or they can get an extra ability and rock armor instead of basically buying that ghost because it doesn't fit perfectly because they need that extra 100 credits. Now, a big takeaway for you is because of armor and the ability to survive a headshot from an enemy ghost, rocking a classic plus armor is really not that far away from rocking a ghost with no armor. It's essentially the same time to kill. What you are really paying that extra 100 credits for is just slightly better gun feel and that silencer, but a lot of people weren't even abusing the fact that they had a silencer in the first place, and realistically, there are advantages to the classic too, like being able to jump right click or potentially follow up and burst people in the head with that right click, just burst them from max HP even if they did buy armor. This is why I do think that it is a pretty viable option if you wanted to play like a Phoenix and you wanted to rock both your flashes. You could rock double flash with some armor and a classic as a way to compromise and still get that secondary flash so that you don't rock a ghost with one flash instead, because we all know that, like we said, flashes are worth so much value in pistol. Now, let's talk about the other weapons in this game. The Shorty, the Sheriff, and the Frenzy. These are the three weapons that we can buy in pistol rounds, hypothetically. And some of these are used in different scenarios. Now, the thing about Shorty, though, is Shorty is actually better in non-pistol rounds. Like, you're rocking this as an eco or to save, and the enemy is rocking much better weapons, like, you know, ARs or whatever the case may be. Because Shorty can trade up in value and can cheese a lot of these kills out and hold close range really effectively. But it's not really that good in pistol rounds. And typically, you're going to end yourself up in a scenario where you're going to have to try to cross the open space up against a lot of these classic pistols, and you're not going to be able to compete with something like a Shorty. And I would only really recommend Shorty playing the classic with a good amount of mobility. Someone like Jet, and you're holding a really close range angle, something like holding inside Garage on Haven, or you're holding some type of close high ground, like on top of the boxes of Haven, or playing some tight corridor like U-Haul on potentially Vine. That's what I would highly suggest with the Shorty, but otherwise, I don't really see a big pull to the Shorty over just playing the classic pistol, specifically in pistol rounds. Of course, we know how great the Shorty is, but it really doesn't do that good of a job in pistol rounds comparatively to the rest of the rounds in the game. Now, specifically the Frenzy, we mentioned it before how Sinatra was using it with Phoenix to get that double flashes, and it can be a fine option from that mid to close range. The thing that's most appealing about this weapon is you're going to be able to tuck into a cubby on point, and you can tuck into a pretty far away cubby and still convert on a trade, killing someone. You see, with the Shorty, you can really only hold the closer cubbies. You're not going to be able to hold the long angles, and the Frenzy is one of the best weapons in the game on pistol round for actually converting on trade kills. So when you're double holding a point with the Frenzy, it can be pretty valuable. Enemies smoke off, they come onto point, they start to have a scrappy fight, and you can definitely make sure that you guarantee trades with the Frenzy, and it can be pretty powerful when you're rocking that light armor. But the thing is, Frenzy, the problem with that weapon is you are giving up quite a bit for the Frenzy. Like, you could just be rocking the classic pistol plus armor, and you could actually survive a ghost headshot. But if you're rocking the Frenzy plus abilities, then you can still just get one-shot headshot from these longer ranges away with that enemy's ghost. So that's something that you should really keep in mind, and I really think you should only be rocking this gun if, like I said, you're holding the same angles and you really want to make sure that you trade with your allies, or you are in a really precarious situation where you need that perfect amount of money, slightly less than the ghost would cost, but you want a little bit more aggression. So like I said, example. Now the last weapon we gotta talk about is the Sheriff, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the Sheriff is usually just a waste of money on pistol round unless you're just trying to style on people. Yes, you can one-shot headshot with the Sheriff, but something about the Sheriff is it's actually a lot easier when people are crouching and trying to spray you. It's easier to connect with each headshot with the Sheriff, but when people are highly mobile with the Ghost or the Classic, it is actually very difficult to connect on these headshots, and people aren't slow walking around the map that much in pistol route. Sheriff is really a weapon that actually plays better against better guns, just like the Shorty actually is worth a lot more value against better guns later in the game. It's the same way with the Sheriff. Weirdly enough, these guns actually play worse in pistol round than they do in any other round. And of course, we gotta talk about the biggest downside, where you just don't get to have any armor abilities. Like, you still can get one-shot headshot by an enemy Ghost, and you don't have any abilities, which abilities are even more powerful when gunplay is weaker. So on pistol round, having abilities that have impact in the game is just worth so much, and you're giving that all up for what? A little bit more firepower that is actually harder to use this round than any other round? No, don't use the Sheriff. Please don't, unless you're just styling on people or whatever the case may be. Now, let's talk about how to play effectively on pistol round. First, we're going to talk about attack, then we're going to talk about defense, and then we're going to talk about 3 big pistol mistakes. Now, first off, attack. There's 2 things that you need to understand about pistol round. First off, baiting utility is less important on pistol round because there's simply less utility, but you still need to be cognizant about the ones that can have tons of impact on you. Specifically, abilities like flashes, abilities like paint shells. There's a lot of abilities like that that can basically just roll you if you're not paying attention to them. Those are the really important ones, but in general, you're gonna spend far less time baiting out utility than you would on any other round. Another thing that's important is smoking off certain angles, really far angles, is also gonna be less important, as you're gonna be taking sightline quicker, and you're not gonna need to smoke away some really far angles because there is no weapon that can challenge that effective range. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. You're not gonna get one-shot headshot by a Ghost from, across the entire map. You're gonna take some damage, but you can also challenge that sideline as a team. It's not like you're gonna get off-peak from that angle. Now, one thing that is very, very important to do on pistol round, extremely important. I don't care if you're on attack or defense. I'm gonna break down defense in a second, but the most important thing is to trade out all kills on pistol round and do anything you can to secure numbers advantage. This is the way you win pistol round. This means it's your #1 priority to make sure that any death on your team is properly traded or refragged, and you can never let that enemy get that big kill. Now, if you're solo running around trying to flank on attack and you're just trying to 50-50 people with duels, you are 100% doing it wrong. Yes, maybe you're a guy. Maybe you get a free kill and you can just go with your team. But the thing is, if you take that 50-50 and use it, all of a sudden the enemy have that advantage, and then they have someone that's really weak that can start an engagement, you're going to kill them, but they have someone that can refrag that, and they will win that refrag duel because they got that first pick. And that's something that's so important to understand. You really should be lurking around by yourself ever. Going around in 2 should be the least amount of people, but typically going in tiny groups is fine, or just going in together. Now, the next thing that's really important about pistol round is taking sight control incredibly quickly. When you have pistols, when you take that sight control, you can basically spam the entrances on the site. Enemies can't challenge you from some of their power angles like Heaven very easily, so you have such a huge advantage. Now, more than any other round, you need to not be baiting if you're an entry. You need to be flashing in, using your utility, using your boombot to go in, flashing around the corner, throwing your molly in the corner, whatever you have to do. Use your utility and do not bait. Go in, take space incredibly quickly. Because there's just less utility in the game, one of the biggest advantages to being on attack is that you can rush a lot more, take space faster, and actually take site control before the enemies have properly rotated. If you go onto site and maybe you trade out, trade, but 3 of you alive, you kill the 2 people on site, and the 3 people are rotating, now the 3 of you that have spike down and site control have such a huge advantage. And the enemies not only have to push onto site and take site control from the backside, which is typically harder, they also have a great deal of pressure on them because they have to defuse. And something extremely important about post-plant scenarios is you still need to be playing in a situation to where y'all can refrag. Don't go into the little cubbies across the point where none of y'all see each other. If one of you dies and you don't refrag, you're giving up that advantage for free. Let me imagine this scenario. There's 3 of you on point and there's 3 coming to point right. That's the scenario that you're in, but y'all have point control with the spike down. Now, one of you dies, but one of you refrags it. Now it's 2-2. One of you dies and one of you refrags it. Now it's 1-1. But guess what? The spike is about to explode, so the enemy is pressured to defuse it, and your last person that's still alive, that person gets to know perfect information about where the enemy is because that enemy has to tap spike. You give that last person the final advantage. Now, you have point control, so it might not even come to this, but if it does come to this, because you properly refrag every single time. Now, the last person is in a scenario where they have to tap spike, give away information about themselves, they're in a no-win scenario, and they don't know where the last person is. This is why why it's so powerful. Now imagine a different scenario where that first person died and no one refragged it. Now you have a 3-2 scenario. And basically they can use that first person to tap spike, someone has to peek that person, and now they get first information about you, and they can trade 2 for 1. And then the third person had to peek, so they can get 2 for 1 again. And it's just a vicious cycle where it snowballs in the other direction. You never want that to happen. So please make sure that you refrag. And this is even more important when you have numbers advantage. Do not hide in your cubbies and give your enemy all the ability to put the pressure on you instead. Now a special
Too easy. Too easy.
Target 86.
Eyes down. Enemy killed. Gotcha.
Bad guy down. Tango down. Hostile KIA.
Match point.
Pick them off.
Target dead.
Healer down. Yeah.
Tip that I'm going to give you for pistol round that realistically no one does in ranked, but everyone does in pro play. No one grabs orbs enough on pistol round. Orbs are so powerful. We've taught that before and you've seen it. You know how powerful orbs are. Getting more ultimates is always great on pistol round attack, but the thing is no one does it. And the enemy don't have ARs. They don't have ops. You're not going to get destroyed instantly the second you grab an orb. What you should really try to do is do a traveling caravan strat. This is where you go around the map as a group and you go and secure orbs together. You can do this while baiting out a slight amount of utility. The enemies are going to use some of their utility and y'all can sandbag some of yours. You grab 1 orb, 2 orb, 3 orbs. You grab all the orbs and then you commit to a site. It's not going to go anywhere. The site's not moving anywhere. You got time. Secure these orbs first. You're going to bait out some utility in the process. The enemy might even slip up and try to be aggressive into the 5 of you and you get a free pick. But even if that doesn't happen, you baited out utility. You got like 2 to 3 orbs and then you can commit to the site just like you would have if you didn't grab the orbs. And it's not going to affect almost anything at all. Now moving on to defense, it's pretty similar to attack, but there's some big differences. First off, you're going to be spread out, of course. You're not going to be stacking the same site. You just can't afford to do so because you need to make sure that you're scouting and gathering information. Now, after you gather information about where enemies going, you gotta try to trade. And it is really important that you are not just standing at point alone and 5 people come run up to you and you die without getting any value. It is 100% okay to stay in similar positions to another teammate as long as you ensure to trade off each other. Now, that being said, if you have no ally with you to refrag, like you are alone or your ally died and you couldn't refrag, or you did refrag and now you don't have an ally, disengage. Go back to your teammates. You need to be engaging the enemy when you 100% have someone to refrag, because it doesn't matter if the enemy rush in and you're alone and you kill one of them and you die. Now they still got that space, but you never had anyone to refrag you. And a lot of times, if you are the one that dies first, you didn't have an ally to refrag that. And that is a really important concept to get right. Now, the other thing about pistol rounds is enemies will often full rush, so it's really important to have split points of characters that have utility to stall. Like, let's talk about something like Bind, for instance. If you're playing Bind and you have some split, some people A, some people B, you got to make sure that there's at least one character on both sides that have utility that can stall or punish a rush. So maybe you have a Phoenix on one side because he can flash and molly, prevent a rush from hookah, and then you have a Raze on the other side that can paint shells, use her boombot and blast packs to potentially stall there or get some value or some damage on the enemy. Whatever the case may be, you don't want to stack all of your punish ability characters on one site and all your sentinel characters, or maybe even your duelers that don't have utility on the other side. So that's something that really you should keep in mind. Now, the last question that I get about pistol round is, when do you flank? And there are 2 scenarios when you can flank. The first time is when you get full confirmation that enemies are pushing in. You can definitely initiate a flank then. If you see them actually go onto site, you can push the flank, but you got to make sure you're going at a reasonable pace. You can push the flank and then take the power angle behind them. So let's say that they're playing Haven attack and they're going C. You can flank behind them and challenge the cubby and, of course, the area near the orb where the C default is. That is a really powerful angle that enemies will often lurk after they plant it, and you can challenge that angle and potentially punish enemies that are holding there to free up a lot of space for you and your team. And then when your allies are pushing through CT and Garage, the enemy have a lot of different angles that they have to worry about but you gotta make sure that you have the utility to do so. If you're doing this flank as someone that doesn't have the utility to potentially punish these enemies, like you don't have any flashes, maybe if you're a god, you could pull it off, but it is gonna be less reliable than simply just going back with your team and making sure you ensure that refrag, so that's something to keep in mind. Now you also gotta be cognizant about enemy flank checkers, so traps, turrets, things like that. You gotta be really cognizant against compositions that have that. Sometimes enemies won't even use it, so what I would suggest is if you initiate a flank and you get tagged by any of these things, you can break it or disrupt it, break the trap, destroy the turret or whatever, and then rotate back. Rotate back incredibly quick.
Hello?
Hello?
Yo, nice mic.
Thanks, bro. Wait. If I were you, I might not pick Sky only because we already have a KO. I can pick who you want.
I normally go Omen.
Nah, I'm talking to Sky. Oh,
I know about that.
bro.
Hey Sky, could you play Sage?
Sure. Why not?
Playing a 4-man. Who are you gonna pick, bro?
I'll go Rain.
Alright.
Rain. Set the gun. You're south.
He's gonna go the best.
Phoenix.
Wait, guys.
Yeah, mate.
Holy shit. Wait, Rana, can you say one sentence for me? Rana? Can you speak a sentence?
Hello.
Can you please
How are
say
you?
Santa is real?
Hello. Wait, say what?
Santa is real.
Santa is gay.
Bro, that's actually
Santa
rude,
is
bro.
Alright,
To Santa.
real.
Kick it from the party, kick it from the party, repeat, kick it from the party.
Bro, I'm not in a party. Oh, someone didn't pick on the other team, so goodbye.
Match
Yeah,
found.
exactly. Why did you randomly stand up? Only Sky. Hello? Hello?
Yo,
Hi.
what's up?
Yo. Oh, Raina from last round. They're called Santa Gay. What do you guys want me to call? What do you guys want me to go?
If lady stay
I think go Sky.
Alright, where's
Yeah,
the
good.
fight?
I'm Sky on my own
yeah, be
words.
Killjoy, be Killjoy.
He'll be raised. When he gets
How's
back to his
everyone
computer.
doing today? How's everyone doing?
Nice.
Let's get it.
Let's do this.
Hello guys,
two
I'm new,
heroes.
so I don't
Oh,
need you guys to be toxic.
we're not toxic. Wait, I'm confused. If you're new, how come you have an act rank of silver?
Feeling gold like me.
Like almost pure silver act
yeah.
rank.
It's clever.
It's a clever glitch.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure I believe you too
Yo,
much.
can I look? No, I'm joking.
Nah, let me be fair. I'm playing on my friend's account. really am.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm
Unless-
actually smurfing, so I'm just trying to rank them up. So I need you guys to just show me what you got. Are you guys locked in? Like completely locked in? Let's go.
I'm probably not that good.
Reloading.
Yeah, I'm not that good, but I know trying my best.
Turret out. Enemy spotted B.
He's dead. Oh, watch Alba. One heaven. You guys keep pushing B. 2, 3 heaven. Oh shit.
Pushing.
I'm falling back.
I'm Going to plant?
Yeah, they're gonna
Oh,
be
no,
mid.
no.
I haven't.
Tagged. Raise.
Spike planted.
Ooh, nice wall.
One back, coming in.
Player standing.
Oh, dang it. Tagged it. Oh.
52 Astra.
They bought two
Oh, we dead.
sheriffs. Interesting.
I'm not that good with sheriff.
No, but they bought two.
Why do we put two sheriffs? Why not just buy utility?
True, yeah. I
feel something over there.
I get
Can't
light
place
shield.
it. Like us, but different.
Are you gonna force buy or what's the plan?
Turret out.
Yep.
Just force buy?
No, half buy.
Yeah,
Half buy?
Yeah, half buy. I'll hold mid.
Okay.
Copy that.
Reloading.
Okay, bit from field.
Tagged her in the head. Dinked her, dinked her.
Hate pistols.
112
There.
jet. Nice.
Oh, yo, I got it.
At least trades me.
Okay,
bomb
save
planted.
it.
The one is planted.
Okay. Okay, well, one of them's flanking.
One down.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Oh shit, he's defusing, he's defusing.
Yeah. Just. Oh, the grenades didn't go as planned. Nice.
Good job. Good shot.
Last player standing.
We have come back from war. Let's go.
I'm gonna.
Do this. This is my last round, and then I did my. Well, not my last round, but it's my, this is the last round, and then I get
Placing sentry.
If we win this, I have a chance to get like bronze free.
On my other account.
I got bronze 2 like right off the bat too.
I got my ult. I'll use it.
I got her.
Enemy spotted. A. Hawk out. Placing blinded.
No, blind me?
For you.
Yeah, I think I'm holding. Don't die. One mid coming through mid doors.
Hawk destroyed.
Euro.
One enemy
Never
remaining.
mind.
That's 3.
What would be CD?
She the other
CC?
end.
I'm just running.
Oh, I found her at last.
There she is.
It's alright, I'm just running.
Man, at least I got 3 kills that round.
I've got.
They don't have a single life worth saving.
Try B this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go mid. I'm gonna go through elbow.
There.
Medic. My ult's almost ready.
Oh, Marshall with heavy shield.
Turret out.
Left.
Seek him out.
Enemy spotted B.
Found one.
Plant the ball. Can I get a heal?
Found one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Healing over here. Spike's down. Placing swarm grenade.
One down. Nobody knows. Sleep time.
Got two.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I got that assist. Cool.
Ooh. Nice.
Last on home might be saved.
Enemy spotted.
Nope, coming through main.
How to get this kill? Oh.
Good shot.
Thanks, man.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly. Spike's here.
Thanks. My ultimate is ready.
How far are you going to boost your friend's account, and what is your actual rank if you're smurfing?
Thanks.
Mine?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Together.
It's only plat.
Turret out. There.
Right, we just ran to the tunnel. Here.
Enemy spotted.
Get coming.
Tag 90.
Enemy near.
Get coming to me.
Okay.
Hawk out.
Okay,
Got the spike. Yep.
Spike down. B.
Headshot.
Last player
nice.
standing.
no strike. On.
Rose is probably in the same corner.
Which corner?
I have the spike.
Right.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice. Kill yourself.
Clean.
Watch out behind you, behind you! I'm joking.
I was actually scared for her. I was scared for her.
Did you clutch this?
I believe.
Heal yourself.
Nice.
This
Clean.
is what I trained for.
The enemy took a few seconds though.
Gentle
She's the
fate is
Smurf.
not so gentle after all.
The Astra's obviously the Smurf.
Let's hear.
Along with nah. But seriously.
Say what you want to say. Summer
I had
bad.
like bad teammates for like 3 rounds in a row. We lost all of it, and I had the potential of being like bronze 3 off the bat.
Sentry.
Chill Joe, you got boss.
Hawk out.
Raise ran through.
Blinded. Enemy spotted. Speed. Rip Walker's dead.
Fuck am I getting shot from?
Enemy spotted. One less.
One enemy remaining.
3 of them.
On me. Yeah, Alba, for sure.
Yeah, I see.
I want the kill. I want the kill.
She's down.
Give me the kill.
Gun here.
Satchel out.
I want the kill. Give me the kill.
Boy. Hey, it's just a kill, man. Right.
Yeah, but I want to go to bronze 3 and then to silver.
reckon morale's
Sky, what rank are you?
low over
I'm bronze 2. I'm bronze 2 at the moment.
Nah, I don't believe you.
I'm not lying. You can add me and go to my party and check if you want.
I was silver 3 on my other account when I got a hat.
I was like bronze 1 on my other account, man.
Keep it cool.
This is my ult and it's higher than my other account. My other account's like
Glad you
Iam
find
3.
Holy shit, there's a big wall.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Oh, Jesus. I hate Astra's
Let's go,
ult.
hey guys.
Yeah, how about we do that? I actually like what you're saying.
Who's next?
shit.
Fuck it.
Come on.
Spike down. B.
Bad luck, man.
Sorry for the cursor.
Nah. It's alright.
I have one enemy remaining.
Yeah, I got the spike. Come out, Killjoy. Oh, wait.
Tragic.
Yo.
Plan it so we get the creds. Well, at least you.
They don't have a single life worth saving.
You guys are fun.
You are fun.
I want a friend from you guys. I friended.
Yay.
We'll play some more.
Someone friended me.
Yo, Ray, wanna play some more after the fan word?
I don't know. I feel like it's what do they call it? Boys over.
Turret out.
We'll play some more Star.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, we can all play more.
I'm gonna go around.
Headshot. Raise 142 in elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, I tagged that big time right now. Like big time.
Oh, damn.
Spike down. Mid.
Were you spectating me?
One enemy remaining.
Nice, guys.
What? No.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
Bro, they probably all think I'm smurfing. I keep on killing the sage with headshots. What's
How old
your Wait, they just called me Mr. Speedrun, bro. I'm 12.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, see, your reaction time is insane.
Yeah, because the younger you are, the
Compared
faster
to
your
us
reaction
old people.
time. It's just science, man.
I'm 12 too, come on.
Science!
Science
I
is
don't think
fun.
it's science. Do you watch Jimmy Neutron?
Who the fuck wants Jimmy Neutron, man? You watch Rick and Morty.
That's the... no, Jimmy Neutron's way better.
Spike down. A.
Lady, don't die. Plant the bomb.
Protect me.
No!
You are protected at all costs.
Jimmy, I wonder when Jimmy Neutron will come back to the shows.
Last player standing.
Yeah, there's one more. The
You got this, I believe in you.
Same.
Hold on, believe in.
One enemy remaining.
No! If you didn't reload, I think
That's
you would have done that.
why you never reload on 18 bullets.
I reload when I have to load, because normally when I'm killing someone, I empty a full.
But Lady Killer watches Powerpuff Girls, so she doesn't know.
If you press shift enter, then it goes straight.
I swear, if Senpai asks what's my actual rank again, I'm gonna tell him my main account's rank, which is bronze 1.
You're talking in the team chat. If you go shift enter, and then you can talk to them, to the other team.
I already did that. And also, you only have to press enter.
You press enter, that goes to team talk.
Yeah.
Shift enter goes to enemy talk to.
You came with me.
Yeah,
Shit.
Bye.
I don't even have to take you on a date.
Enemy spotted mid.
I kept on accidentally not putting...
I tagged
I feel like I've been baited.
Raina cuts like.
Oh yes.
Found one.
Don't push.
I pushed.
Why?
I don't know. I felt like it.
There's two coming there. Yeah, lady too.
Last player standing.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm dead.
No.
I don't have a plan.
Dexter's laboratory And Jimmy Neutron is the best 2 cartoons ever made.
Yes.
I'm not really into cartoons.
Don't
Yeah,
sit
Rick
down.
and Morty
We're not done
slash
yet.
anime or whatever, I don't know.
It's
It's
not
just
anime,
not
it's
cartoon.
animation. That's a
Animation, I know.
Anime is Japanese animation, and just because I like anime doesn't mean I'm a weeb.
So why
really-
do you not like Jimmy Neutron?
I don't
Because
really like it.
I have never actually watched Jimmy Neutron in my life.
Well,
And all
Well,
the clips I see of Jimmy
then you have
Neutron,
to stop.
it's like really bad 3D renders.
No, there's way better sites. You can look at everything it does, going to the moon, everything.
Enemy spotted B.
Going to the moon.
That's where Rick and Morty started off with. No,
That spike carrier's down. Spike down.
that's where they got the idea from.
Well, it's
There's
kind of
one mid, by
obvious.
the way. Chit mid,
Player
Sky.
standing.
Oh no,
I'm panicking.
not like this.
try and
Like
move
this.
someone.
We can't lose like this.
Move someone.
Your duty.
No.
This feels.
Not me, not me, not me.
She's still mid. She's still mid. To your right.
No, she's not
No,
in there.
to your right. She's to your right,
There
lady.
is one here. Oh my god, shush.
Last player standing.
I told you.
Sorry, you didn't know.
I know you didn't know. I told you.
Last round before the switch.
Oh god.
Before we lose them.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's getting angry.
It's all good. It's okay.
This sounds offensive, but how old are you?
Old enough to be your mum.
Yeah, you kind of sound like it, no offense.
All good. I don't care.
She's my
Games
mommy.
Games out for young people.
Yeah, I was about to say
Not
that.
just
Can
for
you
young
be my
people.
mum? Can you be
Yeah,
my
that
mum?
makes a lot of sense.
I'm
You
mum.
want to find it?
Turret out.
Are you a mom?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Your kids play video games.
Yep.
Does your
No.
kids play Valorant?
No.
Who's next?
That here.
That's just a parent thing, I guess.
Why am I the first one dead all the
You're
time?
always mid. This one's still on site, guys. Careful.
Enemy defender spawn.
You will not kill my ally.
And Ray's opting for the back.
You guys got this.
Initiated.
Okay. What?
Fire in the hole.
Playtime.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
75 on Astra.
They don't have enough time. They don't have enough
Okay.
time. We're good. We're good.
Astro just teabagged it for no reason.
Switching sides. Your hearts are pounding.
I play mid.
I'll play
A couple of you.
I'm Gumpy.
There.
I'm gonna go
There.
long. I'm gonna go hole.
Okay, we got this all set out, looks like.
What killjoy gonna do? Copy on. I'm just gonna play it by time.
Turret out. Keep doing what you do best.
They got A. I can hear a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
there.
there's Astro Stars.
Tell us what you hear.
Yeah. There's
I saw a
Astro
cluster, they store Astro Stars.
Oh no,
throughout
that
the area.
Bing.
Stars. Okay.
Oh, they
They're
faked
probably
it.
faking.
They did. And it was scary.
Enemy spotted B.
Heal people.
Flanking.
Enemy spotted me.
They're flanking the whole front.
In elbow, guys.
Last player standing.
Fuck.
Spike planted.
Oh yeah, of course you was, sir. Of course you was. And my shot will
These
resist
parasites
theirs
aren't
and
going
body
to take
shot
one
while you
step
crouch.
past this
Cool.
place.
Cool.
People barely crouch, and even in this elo, I crouch. The only problem is it's basically useless because the aim is too low. Which is a real big problem sometimes.
For you, hermanita.
Mom, you there?
Hey, man.
Yo.
I thought you were talking to your actual mum.
I knew. See, it's mum thing.
It is. It is a fun mum thing.
Sage is my mom.
Sage is a fun mum.
That's fine. I tagged Sage a ton.
Nice, guys.
Spike down B.
Oh, I tried to put the mag.
No charges left.
Come on, man.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Razor's tagged hard.
Still in sight. One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
Nice.
Clutch. My heart's racing.
I had 2 ghost bullets left. Oh my god.
And I will kill the advantage.
I think they're gonna go A this round because we've gone B 3 times in a row now.
That means so many players will go A. There would be chaos. Chaos.
Yeah, mum don't know. Yeah, good job.
It's A. It's A.
Enemy spotted A.
Finished. There's 2 of them.
One enemy remaining.
I've been heading shot.
Spike down
I'm
A.
headshotting them with pistols.
He's in here.
Tunnel. On ropes.
From ropes,
I
okay.
didn't go up.
Oh, tag this hit 3.
Same spot.
I don't think.
It's pretty done here.
Ooh! Yeah.
Those are some pretty cool skins you got there.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts still a different state.
Is Ray's AFK?
No, no.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you stayed still for the longest time.
So, Raze, can you be my dad?
Thank you.
Raze, can you be
Oh
my
wait,
dad?
I forgot Killjoy was here.
My pack.
Like, I completely forgot.
Get out of my way.
Turned out.
Happy.
Did they?
Blinded.
Look, guys. I could be your dad, but I'm a beacon of knowledge blazing over a black sea of ignorance.
The fuck?
I was about to say, I was.
Is that like a really bad fully formed haiku?
Not at all. That's called the English language.
It's on.
Spike planted. Still in sight.
If you get it, you get it. Go to
Last
school.
player standing.
And I gotta learn how to aim.
You sound like you have a hero complex.
A hero complex?
Power does not end. Ask for
I
aid
know it's
and you
weird.
shall receive.
No, it's not at all.
Need a drop.
Do you watch anime?
Need a drop.
I have a feeling
Nope.
you do.
That was one of Shakespeare's poems. Is that?
I'm
yeah.
old enough to be your dad.
No, that's why I said you guys were like, can you be my dad? I was like,
That was Raina. I have no idea what she's
right.
doing.
Yeah.
Did you lose all your
Hey,
parents
guys,
in a
hey.
freak accident?
My dad went to go get the milk, so
Oh, okay. I get it.
From
I get it.
okay.
yeah, he never came back.
You got.
Did it run out?
Ooh.
Oh, it's going mid. I can hear it. Oh, I'm
For a fact.
out going mid.
Jesus.
Uh,
Race!
Bomb buddy out. Any enemies B.
Last player standing.
Out of charges.
They're all inside.
Yeah. This is
Spike
pretty
planted.
screwed.
Flawless.
what? What?
Just some good old hard yakka. Standing in between
What?
us and victory.
Just some good old hard yakka standing between us and
What?
victory.
What just happened? Did it go through?
Race happened, mate.
or Through the map? What's going on?
I'm developing a Irish, Australian, and even more accents for no goddamn reason. Oh, then I
No,
want to.
honestly, I just want to know, the truth. Oh wait, there is no truth in online gaming, right? Just a bunch of.
No, there isn't.
It's just the FBI.
No, there's not.
Want to find it?
Did you know
But the Big
Did
Brother.
you know the Illuminati is actually just a cult surrounding
A
media
cult?
stars?
What do you mean?
The Illuminati is just a cult which, yeah, it's a cult
Raises up man.
with multiple signals. But
Santa's
Illuminati,
got a beard.
Raises an
well,
hour.
what people
Spike
call the
planted.
Illuminati is just it's just something that can be multiple signals.
Yeah, like it's fucking 5G tower. You're right. It's a 5G tower, bro. Gives out
Last player
signals.
standing.
I meant symbols.
Haha.
Oh, you meant symbols, not signals.
Yeah. And don't say
Right.
musical instrument
Okay.
symbols.
More into battle. I'm not tired.
No, I don't know A, B, or C minor at all.
Need a drop.
Oh my god.
Need a drop. Need a drop.
The Eye of Horus is actually just the most common symbol.
No, pistol.
You're gonna die bad. I mean, I didn't die when I did pistol, only I got a 3K.
They're
And then
not
picked
me
up a
again.
phantom. Could be a fake. No, definitely not.
Not Raises.
I'm well aware of it. 5 over wall.
105, Jack.
This kind of bores me. Such tedium. You
Elbow
don't need to
Raina.
play mid.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm out of patience.
The Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus.
I've locked them up. They're gonna know where to go.
Yeah. Kind of big knows me.
No
It-
charges
it's-
left.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Spike down B.
Oof, what a spot to be right now.
Spotted B.
Probably right.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
It's elbow.
Spike's here. 30 seconds left. Last player standing. You are so
Teenage me fucking got.
We know what we're doing. Trust
Whose
each other and
skin
we'll
is
be
that?
fine.
It's mint.
I have no.
Like,
It's cool. So like.
As a minty though?
it's like the kids ever all say in my boarding school. Mint.
rank think I'll be when I give up today?
I'd say around bronze 2. Maybe bronze 1.
Too bad.
If we get...
Are you kidding me? I poked out. Okay.
Would you ever be a beacon of knowledge blazing over a black sea of ignorance?
Yes.
Found one.
Okay, then you're doing something good.
Who's next?
Spike down A.
Oh, come on, that person... I got tagged with him.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Mom,
Enemy spotted A.
Hello,
Spike planted.
I'm in the orphan
Well,
center.
look. What are you guys doing? I'm getting upset. I'm gonna kick you guys from the guild, or the clan, or the cult, whatever you want to call it. You guys
I like Cole. I like Cole.
Oh, come on. Hey, we can still do this.
I know what must be
Chill,
done.
bruh. It's 11 to 9. Chill, bruh. It's 11 to 9.
Say swear word as loud as you can.
I don't want to annoy my neighbors.
I'm probably gonna yell at now because I'm not allowed to swear.
My brother would probably be like, Hamish, stop crap. Plus my name. Fuck off, Lockhead!
Spotted A.
Did it. I think I'm getting murdered. I'm gonna get murdered in my sleep.
Spike down A.
Spike is A. Enemy spotted A.
I think I'm gonna get murdered in my sleep. Send help.
Got this, Mom. I believe in you, Mom.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Heal yourself. Heal yourself.
Barrier created.
Currently, I'm the winner of the loudest swear. Anyone else contesting?
Shut the fuck up!
Fuck you.
He's probably they're probably rotating.
Last player standing.
Never mind.
I'm lucky. My mom doesn't give a crap if I swear.
30 seconds left. Clutch.
Dude, what were you doing? Sleeping?
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die.
Sleeping sounds fun. Too bad I'm on my computer and never sleep.
What the hell is sleep?
I know, right? Sleeping is a thing that humans normally do. However, the specific breed of gamers do not sleep. And another breed of gamer is also known as anime weebs.
You are divided.
I got sniped without me even being able to see anything.
Raise a bit.
Get out of my way.
I don't think we're gonna win this.
Not this round.
Spike planted.
Not this round.
I don't think we're gonna win it.
Last player standing.
No, we'll win.
Why do you face? They're at A, bro. The spike's being planted. What do you
Saving.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Oh, wait. How to trick an idiot.
Lady, teach your kids some saving 101 or Valorant 101.
He ain't my kid.
Flawless.
Oh, that was a bad idea. What did I say? Okay.
Yeah, now the team doesn't trust you.
Make sure to cover the angles I can't.
AFK, you say as he shoots you.
Has anyone watched Outer Banks?
Out of what?
Outer Banks, it's a Netflix TV series.
I'm sorry, I only watch anime. I literally only
You still
watch
watch
anime.
Netflix?
Sort of, not really anymore. That's the only show.
I only watch anime and Rick and Morty. getting on my level.
I don't watch either of those.
No anime? No anime, no
I
life.
did.
I'll be in
I
there.
watched a bit of
A bit of what?
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer is a good one.
They're coming back to me, I think. Or not. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
Or they are.
The mid.
Spike planted.
Are you sleeping on the job or what?
He probably
Last
is.
player standing.
Bro, he's sleeping on the job. Come on, man.
Really?
Don't respond to the minute.
I don't get paid enough for this, man. Speaking of pay,
Match point.
speaking of getting paid, I don't get paid at all.
It was nice knowing y'all.
Wait, are we gonna play after this?
Oh yeah, too.
It was nice knowing you all.
Hey, mommy.
Turret out.
It sounds like a dramatic.
Together.
Mom, are you gonna friend me on Valorant? That's what a good mom would do.
Who's next?
You sound like a
Unless
kid
you
on a
like don't
lollipop
care for
shop.
your own stuff.
She probably doesn't.
Hey.
Spike planted.
It was the
One's mid.
Hawk out! Blinded. Hawk out! Blinded. Buried.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Just start diffusing someone else. Yeah. Diffuse. You probably
No,
will.
we're good enough. We're good enough. Oh my god.
How do they choke that, they ask, when I get
Okay,
on 3k?
Switching sides. Overtime.
Okay, we can actually do this.
Okay.
If I actually start using my goddamn abilities, we can probably do this.
I'm shaking.
Honestly, I'm just been playing deathmatch right now with other people using their abilities.
But I haven't played that much this match. I played like
I don't-
8 games.
Bro, oh yeah, you know how I'm so cracked in my aim? I was like, my aim sucks today. And then, I was like, I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna play escalation until I win. Also, I did a bit of aim
I got
training
yous, okay?
before
Okay.
that too. So, I did like 3 rounds, and now I'm absolutely cracked.
Turret out. Enemy spotted mid. Our spike carrier's down.
Spike down.
Oh shit.
No!
Last player standing.
Oh, GG.
No, we still have one another round. Because overtime.
Another
Switching
fight.
sides.
Clean slate.
Match point.
Let's leave whatever happened in the past.
They're gonna go B.
What's a bet that you're right? $100.
Okay, what? Wait, we'll have 3B and I'm gonna go mid. Oh, A, just in case.
No, 4B. And then I guess Killjoy can lock down A.
We only have
Find
4
the
men.
weak point and break it.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
gonna go.
Watch out for obs.
Hawk out.
Nah, they're B.
It seems A. It's A, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really, I was way too quiet. frick?
Fuck my life.
Why are there so many spectators on me?
Oh wait, no.
Last player standing. Spike down.
Yo.
Defender spawn.
Use your ult. Use your ult. Use your ult.
Oh, you can clutch this. Unless you can, obviously. Turret, maybe? Turret?
Yo, you can't.
Ace, yo?
Attackers win.
Okay, GG guys.
GG, let's play together right now. I need to do it actually. Greatly decreased. Someone.
Bro, yeah. You're not gonna believe this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe.
You got bronze too.
Yeah.
Nice. I got -8 RR. I'm so sad.
Big sad. Okay.
I am extra sad today. I got
It's probably
-8.
gonna be my last match.
Hopefully I get enough RR to win.
Match found.
To get bronze free. This will probably be my like 5th last match.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. You're not gonna believe this, but Sky's cracked.
14, 15, 16.
Fine.
I am both shield and sword.
I can't believe I have to filth to become a sage.
Thank you. Hey, anyone got a mic?
Anybody else? Nice. What do you think his social status is?
Probably, well, I need to see how he plays. I need to see how he plays. So.
Yeah. If he plays like way too good, that means his social status is like 0. Because no one makes.
Oh, Brainer might be silver actually. It's probably
Brainer?
silver. She's, yeah.
Why?
Look how many rounds. Look how many rounds
Yeah?
she's played. Look how many rounds she's played. So,
Where?
probably
Where?
72. 72.
Oh, jeez. I only played 12.
I've only played 16 games.
I have.
Well,
Wait,
it's
no.
a big dead set.
Wait, no. If
Because every time
Rainer
I do a
isn't,
game.
it's level. Isn't it level? Isn't it level?
I have no idea.
It's your levels.
Careful of the edges. Not sure if I could catch you in time if you fell off. I mean,
You guys good?
I try.
Like, good at the game?
Raina, what's your Raina, what's your rank?
Yeah, what rank are you?
Oh, that's a nice. That's a really good rank. His rank is bad, which is in the rank.
We'll see about that.
I mean, you're probably top frag.
True.
True.
Yeah.
It's definitely true.
What about you guys? What's your ranks?
I'm bronze
I'm
2.
bronze.
Last, I just wanted to point out, last game, someone thought I was smurfing. Which I am proud of.
Opponent killed. Reloading.
Nice. Hey, someone said Lucas, that's my name.
Reloading. Reloading.
Stay down.
Don't worry, guys. There's only 2 left. We got this.
Someone coming up to Steven.
Don't all pick that same angle. Okay. Not to be toxic, but
Get it. You got lucky.
Who's got the snacks?
Reloading.
Nice, man.
okay, not to be too straightforward, but
That's how
I'm being straightforward. Basically, I need a duo partner, and you would be great since you're kind of fun to be around. And you're decent at the game.
Thanks, man.
You wanna?
Really have that many friends. When I make friends online, it makes me feel good, so yeah, thanks.
Yeah, want to be duo partners and need some people to play comp with.
Sage's walls are coming
Usually people aren't that good.
Here.
I want to have like a partner who wants to do like solo with.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I forgot my shield. I forgot to buy shield.
Eyes down. Bomb buddy out.
Just don't send in the grenade next time.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Watching here.
Oh freak! I got Phantom instead of Vandal. Force of habit, man.
Heal, heal.
Listen, they might flank, so just like yeah.
Watch from it.
Last player
Sage, ward
standing.
off, Sage.
Spike down B.
I couldn't wall it off in
I
time.
meant the other part.
I wouldn't have walled it off. I was gonna wall it on so I could have lifted up
Got it?
and peeked in a different way.
Reloading.
There's so much things wrong with the call out. Why?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Getting bad call outs hurt.
Take control.
Eco round sheriff.
We're going out.
Let's ward it off.
Walled off.
Reloading.
I'm trapped.
Someone be aggressive.
Just wait a second.
I know. I'm also need
55.
Here.
Reloading.
I'm an aggressive player. Everyone wanted me to play Sage. I like playing aggressive.
Just rotate.
Same, I like playing aggressive.
I
Reina,
like
but-
purely play aggressive.
I'll rotate from back.
Wait a minute. Would I be?
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Would I be good at Reina?
Reloading.
Someone go. Oh wait, never mind.
What makes a good Reina player?
They just need to be good at being aggressive. Like,
Me?
30 seconds
the
left.
ult that they use, the ult that they use, is, like you gotta be like really good. Well, not good, but you just gotta play well.
One enemy
You gotta
remaining.
know how to do the right position.
Reina's like one of the characters that you need to actually have some like. You need to augment your ability. You need the skill before you
Now I
before you
know how
become
annoying.
insane. Do you have the skill?
I mean, sort of.
Do you think I would be
my
good?
first one that I got from on my old account, and I was like really good with them. And I
Did
was
you think I was a
silver.
Smurf when you first saw me? Yes. Someone that didn't actually think I'm a Smurf. I know it might be seem crazy, but a lot of people sometimes think I'm a Smurf because I'm playing Sky and I'm good at it. My name's literally only Sky. What do you think? What character do you think I'm good at?
You're done.
Probably gonna wall off again.
Enemy spotted. A.
The door.
Return to dust.
You got a little peeking spot.
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted. No charges.
Okay, tag raise 40.
Raise 50 from my part.
Last player standing.
You got the sage? Don't worry.
Yeah, you got your sage.
Realize, hold on, just hold it, don't worry, just hold it.
I couldn't.
Oh, dang.
Man.
Nice try.
My fault.
Sage, next time maybe roll straight across.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have been better. Yeah.
This place is nice.
Your
Nice
Asian
enough to
uncle
die
is
in.
sus.
Let's win and get out of here.
Bro, your
Yo,
Asian
what?
uncle is sus.
Yo.
Bro, yo, what?
Let's push A.
Your Asian
Push A.
uncle is sus.
I mean B. Go B. I need like, I don't know, 1 to 2 people to push mid.
Phase, my friends. You know the killjoy from the last round? Funded me.
Yo. Hey, same with me. I'm gonna come close to the stage.
Thank you. I'll go mid as well. For sure.
Reloading.
Okay, raise is pushing.
Prepare for hellfire.
Never mind.
Kill everybody.
Oh, fuck, I'm cornered.
Everybody thinks they can do everything. So everyone thinks they won't die. Thinks
Parasite.
Now you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get your homework. Oh, maybe not.
52 on Cypher and 40.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
One just did a teasing, so you can. What's this?
Let's
Nice. Oh. Hey.
That wasn't really the best I've seen.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned.
I don't want to be like
that was
mean.
pretty good. Hey,
I did not expect to do that.
It was pretty good for
That
someone
was,
that
it was
wouldn't.
smooth. That was smooth.
It was smooth-ish, in my opinion.
Hey, I'm only bronze.
Push mid is the next thing.
To be honest, he is pretty low elo, but he's higher than me, so I can't really say anything.
Yo, where's that phantom? I want that phantom, bitch.
I don't usually play Sage, so I'm really bad right now. I play Skyman.
Bro, I've got 2 eliminations, you've got 3, so you don't really know.
I mean, we can always determine who's better and, you know.
Cypher knows where we are. Let's take to A.
I destroyed Cypher's camera. Sage, wall off that. Wall off that.
Reloading.
Well, where?
Enemy
Well,
spotted.
where?
Yeah. Across, yeah.
Reloading.
Nice!
Reloading.
Cutting their vision. Spike carrier down. Spike down A.
Why did Reyna do that? In a higher elo, Reyna would be dead. Like, I'm so frustrated.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
If I only get a decent team.
So this is some good.
They
he's
broke
going
the glass
up
on top,
he's
they're on
focusing
top.
him.
$30 seconds left.
You don't. I'm such a fool. You don't feel. You don't feel. You don't feel. You play the character that you're good at.
Anyone have any speed? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
I guess I should try and main Sage since so many people are gonna want
Is there
to
any
play.
chance I can push mid by myself? If I go up.
I guess you could.
I'll try.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
If you die, I could
You
always
want me to
res
come with you? Just in case. Do you want me to?
Oh,
with you?
yeah, if you want. I don't know if I'll die right
Okay.
away.
double peek it.
I will just come.
You guys
I've gotta
double
go
peek
to
at the
the
same
other
time. Same time.
No one knew. There's no
Can you guys start?
I was just shooting the.
Reloading.
Oh, okay.
Cypher camera.
Oh shit!
Okay, let's rotate. Let's just go all the way to B.
Okay. Interesting
Stages of
strategy.
For you.
Okay, tag Reyna.
Oh, Kansas.
Keep yelling.
Sage, I'm mid-market. You don't have to rest though. Yep,
I'm behind. Yep.
Just camp it and go
Front door.
rest.
I know exactly.
Can you
Nice,
rest?
nice, nice.
I'm behind you.
I'm sorry.
Enemy spotted.
I'm
No, don't worry
sorry.
about it.
Done.
Don't worry, man. Okay, don't need to be sorry.
Hey, everyone has a
One enemy remaining.
Yo, let's go, guys.
The ironic thing is I play better when on your side because I feel like I'm less of like, I feel like people rely on me less if I'm Sky. So I can do a little bit of my own thing. This I'm like restricted to stay back. Then I have to push because no one else is. It's tough, man.
Anyways, you got a lot of creds.
Yeah, I'm rich.
Rolling in money. Money. We gotta win this. Someone flush.
Stealing fence.
Shadows traveling.
Figure Susan? Someone probably out.
All up there, all up there. Oh, shit, behind.
On me. Can I get
where?
We got it, we got it. Raise your
Last player
Raise
standing.
up there, up
I
there.
have frame drops.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I was lagging a bit.
No.
It's really hard to be stuck with this with people like this when I have to be some character that it's hard to carry with.
Together, we will bury them under their transgressions.
Thanks.
Can someone get this?
No one's anybody whatsoever.
Thank you.
Oh. Thanks.
Oh, you know the person I was calling mum last round?
Yeah.
Offended me.
That person who's called mum is actually
Raise boom bop, boom bop.
Roomba is out on a killing spree.
Heal Reyna.
Raise there. Reload.
He'll rain up, kill somebody and heals herself.
One market.
When your cat attacks your Roomba.
One boathouse.
Watch boathouse, just in case.
Feeling safe.
But her boathouse is cleared though.
Ah, she's at boat.
It was clear.
Last player
It was
standing.
clear.
Spike down B.
Oh my god.
Ooh, we're letting them come back. Nice try.
Target their weak points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
I shouldn't be relied to play a character that doesn't get a lot of kills or can help themselves. I shouldn't be trusted with a character like Sage.
Oh, you're fine.
But I can't stay back and when I do I have to
Just
stay
keep
back.
checking out the heals.
Yeah, I guess. It's a bit difficult.
I'm not gonna be as aggressive now because we're kind of on a losing streak.
I always play aggressive with Sky, so Sky's my main. 120
I don't
Reyna
really
who
have that.
healed herself
I don't have enough.
in main.
Stealing sight.
Blinded.
I'm going fragging.
fucking
Spike carrier's down. Spike down A.
Oh.
I have the spike. Last player standing.
Uh-oh. This is not looking good.
Race it to the spike site.
Ah, no, it's not.
Yo, Asian uncle's looking kinda sus.
Omen, could I get a buy? Or are you saving? Never mind.
Sorry.
I
keep forgetting
You
to
guys,
buy.
come in.
I'm saving Rad.
Let's go for mid sage.
You guys take me.
Yeah,
Guys,
you go first.
Walled it
Hold
off.
off there. So, that wasn't very smart, was it?
Prepare for hellfire!
One enemy remaining.
Come on, 180. Can you heal me, Sage? Yo, you're the goat.
Blocking sight.
Behind gate.
Yep. I want 7.
Don't open it.
It's fine. It's 4 on 1.
They say and then they all
saying
die.
it's still chill there.
Watch out on top.
I'm gonna come hit him.
On top,
They're
on top. Heaven. Come on, guys.
29.
Watch out, don't stay there.
Last player standing.
Yo, what the heck?
No, what just happened?
Hey, we won.
We won. We got this. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, wait.
I was. What?
Last round in the half.
Need a drop. We lose everything after this. Spend it.
I don't know. You can get up and say hello to him.
Reloaded.
Come on, let's go.
I'll go mid.
Hey, we'll all go then.
What? Why?
Okay, we're just following you. They pulled off.
Take roll off mid.
Reloading.
Wall off behind though.
There's no clear.
I can't do it when I'm getting pressured, man. But I have to do it. It's a real big problem with Sage.
Last player standing.
Fuck. What? Alright, time to pop off, lads.
Switching sides.
I'm never gonna play a Phil character like over again unless it's like have to like a controller. Sage is not necessary.
Why are you guys all B?
Because B is fun.
I'll come A with you. Someone go mid. I'll go mid.
Sage, can you wall off B?
Sure.
Yeah, wall off one.
No, don't use your wall here. Don't use your wall here. They might come here.
Yeah, no, use it. Use it.
What do I do then?
Use your wall.
Don't use your wall. They might come
2 versus 1. 2 versus 1.
2 versus 1. 3 versus 1. They came. And it was useful.
They're gonna break the wall. They're breaking that wall.
Enemy spotted.
78 Cypher.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike down B.
kind of like aimbot in my perspective.
We fight once again.
It's definitely not, but it looks like it. That's how good your aim is.
Trust me. Apart from when my brother downloads hacks and tells me to.
Nobody hacks, I know that. Except for one time that your brother downloaded a hack.
Yeah, I mean, can you smoke deep? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
they have it. Yeah, they're A.
And I didn't even wall up, so I have my wall to spare. Ha!
okay.
Healing you. Reloading.
Fuck. I blinded him. Well,
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
Oh. 30 Sage.
To your boombox.
Corner.
Your boombox.
I think. Pit careful.
No, they're probably going to be rotating today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're planting.
Spike planted.
They rotated pretty quick.
Yeah, I am.
They're going to be in, some of them are most likely going to be in the boathouse.
Boathouse.
Yeah, the boathouse. Both of them.
Boombot.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go, we won.
Boombot it.
Last player standing.
Oh, shit.
Clutch. No!
Oh, dang.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a close game.
We would have won if Boombot early.
My power does not end. Ask for aid, and you
shall receive.
Here.
Ask for aid, and you shall receive.
When you don't use an agent, but you know all their lines.
I know all of them because I'm used to main like everyone, but now I main like.
Can you do the same smoking? But try and put it right in the middle.
Stay.
Maybe a bit closer.
Sage, no wall, Sage, no wall.
Fine.
No, just wall. Wall, if they're there.
I think it might be B. I'm not sure.
Nope. Here.
Wall? No wall.
Wall no.
Wall!
Wall no.
Oh, yeah,
That's a good roll.
It's 3 days. It's 5 now. 2 hitting mid.
B.
I know exactly where you are.
Uh-oh.
Room inside for B. Mid.
They probably they rotated to A.
Spike planted.
Played one.
Oh, they're on A.
Last player standing.
They're all there.
That I hate when that happens.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's right. We still have a chance to win it.
78.
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
I don't need.
Honestly, I don't want to feel anymore. I'm really good with Sky too.
I go Marshall. Nah, come on. I was gonna go Marshall. Bulldog it. Nah.
Oh, they're stacked.
Picture.
Why? I'm by myself. Needs the right creds and a crappy gun.
Remember the wall? Remember the wall?
They're here.
She is low.
They're
I need to
here,
do it.
man.
I need to
I'm scared.
What?
I'm scared.
I pressed my click button and my
I'm
telephone.
so low. Oh my god. Where's Sage?
I'm here.
Sage, can I please get you?
No charges left.
Of course.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh.
If ask and you
They're
shall
rotating
receive.
through mid.
Okay. They keep rotating. It's confusing.
Oh,
Be careful. A tree.
Party's on.
You.
Spike planted. Last player
Oh,
standing.
what?
What's that?
Under you.
Nice shot.
I hate your Asian uncle.
Win. Show me where to
No,
go.
you'll be racist.
My boy, sit around and hear
I'm
the
gonna,
stories.
I've got my ult somewhere too.
Let's make them dance.
Sorry, I have a bit of cough.
God, how does Wraith always know where I am? I don't understand that.
They're probably using the white markers.
Enemy spotted B. Enemy spotted B.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Nice, guys.
I didn't even do anything. An entire round.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades
Grenade
left.
left. I've puffed it.
Oh. I love what they say for some reason.
You can buy that.
I need shields.
Shadows will hide them.
No, you don't.
I know all your tricks, wing girl.
Anyone want to put this up faster?
Who could have predicted this? Oh wait, I did.
There's one mid.
None of my machines has malfunctions. Can we celebrate?
Reloading.
A.
Are you fucking serious? He knows where I am all the time.
No, that's a bad peek. That's a bad peek. Don't peek like that.
Oh, that was beautiful. Randy, give your ult.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
That's some good daddy doo-doo shit.
I love explosions. Look at me. I know,
that I'm by your side. I was kind of main Killjoy, but I don't have like planning to change my account to this.
Look at me. Look at me. Ah.
My game is frozen. My game is frozen. The game is frozen.
Maybe she's responded.
Rocket is
Molly
retarded.
FaceTime.
Whoa, I can see again. It's magic. My ping is high.
Hey, come here. Can you do the smoke, eh?
Sorry guys, my ping was high on my game first for a second.
Reloading.
Upping mid.
Reloading. Reloading.
Spike down A.
Blocking sight. Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
How are they gonna rotate?
Healing you.
I was gonna heal you, but you were too far in and I didn't want to get peeked.
They're gonna go B.
Watch out for the ult.
Thirty seconds left. Spike planted.
Spam through that wall, it's like thin as paper. And there's one right. One.
Come on.
Don't scope for no.
standing.
Fuck,
One enemy remaining.
You got the shit. I have.
Yeah, he's in both.
Oh, I have to
Go ahead. Brace out.
Go 3 bullets, okay? Don't worry about it.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Imagine reloading and
No
still
rage, you got some critics there.
Need a drop.
Yo, just by yourself. What are you doing? By yourself.
I don't know, bro. Come on.
What are you talking about?
Oh, wow. Just wow. Oh, thank you.
Wow, just wow. Thank you.
Wait, you. Come on.
Is that a Chinese racist joke? Funny racism?
Oh, one of them.
Yes. Funny racism? Racism funny?
No charges left.
I'm done. Fuck this game.
He probably solved a war. Oh! I keep on. Oh, I realize why my aim's so bad right now. I made a mistake. I keep making the mistake of crouching. You know, I don't care anymore about crouching. Crouching sucks. I'm not gonna have crouching anymore. No crouching. I swear I'm gonna forget the next day and be like, why am I not crouching? Why am I not crouching?
Kinda scared.
30 seconds left.
I can't see them.
They're gonna plant.
Fire in the hole!
Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
You win this.
Come on.
Oh, come on, cross their
That's
placement.
paper.
A bit higher. No, keep it low. Yes. Wait, housemate.
Let's go,
House. No scope.
Fuck.
Oh, nice try.
They're the perfect shot. I don't know.
Let them try to get through
Man. I'm not gonna lie, that cross-end placement though.
If they come A, I'm gonna stay at the Iam boathouse, and if they come, I'm just gonna kill them.
Hey, can you wall on top of me?
Great.
Can I get on top of the wall?
Yeah.
If you get on top of me. Oh wait, shit, no, I'm doing it.
Yes!
Oh god!
Not all.
I'm scared. I'm very scared. Very, very.
You will not kill my allies!
Oh, what?
Well, you're screwed.
Come on. Don't scope me.
Prepare for hell.
Don't scope in, don't scope in.
Down B.
You really need some help with your gameplay. No offense.
Yeah.
You keep scoping in. Your crosshair placement is no offense.
Spike planted.
Not trying to be toxic.
Yeah, I know.
It's just... I mean, I can
Last
help you if
player
you want.
standing.
Maybe. I think I'll do that last.
Yeah. And this is going to end very soon. By the looks of it.
You got it.
He doesn't. Yeah, he definitely doesn't.
Nice try.
Nice try. I say, bloody. Yeah.
Match point.
Stand calm. We are Valorant. We are fighters.
Okay, I heard that.
Come back to.
Yeah,
My
come
ult's
back.
ready.
Come back, come.
Feeling safe.
The hunt begins.
One enemy remaining.
Stuff, Sage.
I will not die.
Defuse, just protect me, protect me.
Go for
I
it.
don't
Go
care
for it.
why.
Go for it.
I don't care why you have.
standing.
No!
What?
No.
Attackers win.
Why'd you guys get off? What? Why did
Shut
he
up,
get
Brennan.
off?
Die.
Why did he get
I died.
Oh my god.
Some people have the nerve to ask me, why did you get off? I died. Because I asked you something. Man, my rating.
Run. Oh dang it, I lost 10 points.
I lost 14.
Hey, Michelle, did it.
You did nothing
I
with
did
your
great.
life. Amazing.
The creeper farm.
You did nothing with your life. Amazing.
Lots of paper.
I'm gonna go
Well,
now.
See ya.
Okay, Mark.
Enemies are going to be worried about their flank, but you're not going to be committing to the flank because if enemies are waiting for you, it's going to be very difficult. You need that element of surprise or else you're just going to get shut down with ease. Now moving on to the end, let's talk about the 3 big pistol mistakes that if you iron these out, you're going to be good to go and have a competitive edge in all your ranked games. The first one is not joint wall banging enough. Yes, I know that it's weak. I know that wall banging is weak when you have pistols, but if you are doing it together and you're pinging it and wall banging, you can flush so many quarters out on sight and you could basically make sure to clear angles without having to invest utility. Saving that utility for engaging onto the enemy or using later on in the round is definitely worth it. It's worth the value. So just ping something, say, hey, let's wall bang this and ping it, and then everyone focuses it. You're gonna get a lot of kills like that, I guarantee it. Now the second thing is not using your abilities to convert on the round. I talked about how powerful abilities are in pistol round, but you gotta make sure that you use them. If you died and you still have 2 abilities that you bought but didn't use, what are you saving them for? Christmas? Just use your abilities. Use them all. Every single one of them is going to get you a lot of value. And specifically start.
Alright, where's the fight?
To learn some ability uses that can specifically counter rush playstyles, like learning how to disrupt a spike plant with something like a paint shells or even a shock arrow. These type of things are invaluable, something that you could definitely practice and learn, and it will be worth dividends for you in your pistol ranked games. Now the last big mistake in pistol round is rotating too late. You know, a lot of times in pistol rounds, teams will full commit, and if they're already on site, we talked about how they want to go in groups and they want to refrag each other, so it's going to be pretty rare for 2 people to be lurking on one point and 3 people to be pushing the other. That's not going to happen very often in pistol rounds, and if people are already committing to site, you should commit and rotate. And sure, maybe they baited you out and they go to the other place, well, you can just rotate back. What you don't want to do is end up in a situation where your teammates are struggling, they're getting pushed, they're dying on the other point, and by the time you get there, you're a solo person because you just took forever to rotate. In pistol rounds, rushes and taking sight.
Down where? Reloading. Blinded. Reloading. Enemy spot. Close in sight. Keep faster. Reloading.
Reloading.
Planted.
One enemy remaining.
My ult ready. Keep that fire, yeah? Let's go!
Enemy spotted mid.
tight control. Everything is gonna happen quicker. That's the big difference. Less utility, less firepower. Everything in the game happens quick. So as such, your rotation should happen quicker as well. Now the Game Loop website is your best place to master any of the pistols and weapons that we listed in this video, along with macro strategies and in-depth position guides. So do yourself a favor and go check it out in the links down below. But I hope you learned something in this video. Please give me a fat smash the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But that's all we got for today. Thanks so much for coming by.
Last round before the switch.
I still can't get over that owl, Silva. It's too cute. Why is it so cute?
Why, Silva?
Let's get this win.
Attack 59 raise.
Last player standing. Switching sides.
Over there. Can't place it. Like us, but different. I got yous, okay? Hawk out!
Shot down. Multiple enemies B. Enemy spotted mid.
Hawk out!
Spike planted.
Ended.
Hawk out!
Last player standing.
I'm Coach Mills, and of course, until next time.
Match point.
That Sova's gonna put his eye out with all that tech.
Buddy, Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video, and in this video we're going to be breaking down 6 guns that you are using incorrectly. And if you learn how to use these guns appropriately, it's going to get you free kills and win you free rounds, thus allowing you to easily climb the ranks of Valorant. So make sure you watch it to the end, but go to the GameLink.com website right now, the links down below, if you want in-depth mechanical agent guides or VOD reviews, because we have it all in the links down below, so go check it out. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, kicking it off with the probably most underrated weapon in the entire game in the Stinger, which is a freaking powerhouse, being used in high ranks and pro play all over the place. And let's break down exactly why this gun is so powerful and why you're using it incorrectly. Now, the first thing that you need to understand about the Stinger is its time to kill. At 18 rounds a second and 27 damage per round in the body, if you hit all the rounds in the body, it's gonna actually do 486 damage in a single second. That is absolutely crazy, and of course you have to hit the vast majority of shots, but if you're really close, that's gonna be easy, and even if you get some of those in the head, it's gonna up that damage by quite a large margin. Now, the reason this time to kill is so important is if you're up against something like even a Phantom, which is actually better than even a Vandal at that close range, it's only actually gonna be able to do 429 damage to the body in a single second, which is quite a bit less than the 486 damage. Now, of course, it one-shots headshot.
Hey!
headshots. But when you're running at an enemy and taking those really scrappy engagements, unless an enemy is perfectly ready for you, you're gonna burst them down so quickly that it's gonna be very, very difficult to react, because you're talking about less than half a second here. That's how long it takes you to burst them down. Now, the reason that the Stinger is so powerful is it's so versatile as a weapon that is essentially a weapon stealer. It is extremely good up against better guns like ARs because you can steal them and you can use a Stinger to easily steal these weapons, and like I said, you have more or faster time to kill, assuming the enemy doesn't hit a headshot, so you can just run up on someone and you can easily kill them. On top of that, when you're up against in pistol rounds, and if you have an armor and a Stinger and the enemy are just rocking pistols, you can just run at them and they can't kill you fast enough to actually stop you from basically at least getting a guaranteed kill, but usually multiple kills. And then last up, the thing that's really cool about this weapon is if the enemy is rocking things like shotguns, you can be playing slightly outside of their effective range. Because you have that ADS burst alternate fire that you can take long engagements with if you have to, that can be something that you can set up against these guns that you don't really want to get in their close range, basically only shotguns. So if the enemies are rocking a lot of shorties, you could take these longer range duels, and you can always trade out longer range engagements because you have this option. Essentially, Stinger is very, very flexible with fast time to kill at close range and the ability to play.
Dominating. Fight.
Gotcha.
Reloading. Reloading.
Oh, the whole game. Just after I hit something. Yes? What? Oh, did I? Okay. I'm just real quick. Hopefully this is.
Out of here. See ya. Taken down. That's 3.
Yeah.
Enemy down. Enemy down.
Yep.
Down you go.
Stay down.
Goner. Taken out.
Match point.
Now we're cooking. Down and out.
Stay back.
Sorry, kid.
Reloading. Reloading.
Taken down. Gotcha.
Look what arrived in the mail.
Okay.
Oh, I got, since I have this mouse
Your
back.
charger?
My charger? No.
Oh.
Didn't quite with it. It's in my dorm. Even though I don't have to use it because. See? Lachlan,
What?
do you have your charger?
Yes.
And you give it to me. Oh, that feels so much better. This feels so much more better.
I don't know if yours is going to charge, actually.
It will.
It's a different charger.
How different? Different
Oh,
computer?
no, it would.
I was gonna say, different computer?
Same
Different
thing.
computer?
Different charger, same computer.
Same computer, different charger. Like, if it's a different computer, obviously it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so nice. Ah, this feels right.
Going up.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight. Watch this. Watch this. Pull cast.
Oh, that it feels sort of right. Let's see. So,
around really close range burst weapons like shotguns. It is just an amazing weapon all around, and on
No boy, it is joining. The man. I'm a man joining. Welcome to the things that are pointlessly gendered. You know, in life, sometimes people just be gendering things for no good reason. This right here is the most pointlessly gendered posts on the internet for the past month or so, but they're very pointlessly gendered. For example, Cloudcade. But once you select your gender, you will not be able to change it. Choose wisely. Please select what gender you are. Please note each gender has different giveaways. At female member, get exclusive access to makeup, jewelry, and other giveaways for women. At male member, get the exclusive giveaways, men's stuff, other giveaways for men. Get the men's stuff or the makeup jewelry exclusively for women. This is some brand or something like that. It's some whatever Cloudcade is. I don't know what this is, but it is kind of ironic that they've got this they've got this pride thing here, and then they're like, now female members or male members, note you won't be able to change it, and women, you're getting makeup and jewelry. What is men's stuff? Oh, you know, things, dumbbells and beef jerky. You could get man makeup for men, like the war paint, that brand of makeup, maybe. My 5-year-old niece saw the blue deer in my shirt and was like, oh, it's a boy deer. I took the opportunity to be like, or it can be a girl deer. Girls like blue too, Olivia. She stared at me and was like, I said it's a boy because it has antlers. Take my degree away now. Blue deer. Yeah. Who's got the sexist point of view? It's not the 5-year-old. Got him. I don't know about the situation though. What's with the 5-year-old niece looking at a shirt and saying, oh, it's a boy deer? Like, do you think the 5-year-old is saying that? Do you think the 5-year-old is like really drawing attention to, oh, it's a boy deer? The future of Frozen, now available. Oh my goodness. Soft serve crafted by robots. If there's anything pointlessly gendered, it's robots. We got the pink ponytail, and we got the blue, and the blue. We got a blue robot. Very, very pointlessly gendered. That stance is menacing. Oh gosh. Boys have big feet, confirmed? Yes. Yes. Boys have much bigger feet. GOP Senator says roads and bridges are a woman's problem because women do the shopping. Wait, what? Wait, what? The fact that women do the shopping isn't even like the weirdest assumption here. The weirdest assumption is that like you only use roads if you're doing shopping, and women only do shopping. Therefore, women are the only ones who needs roads. How does he get to work? How does he get to work? Bridges is such a woman's problem. Men can walk, men walk, but not across bridges. Politics? This isn't politics. This is just someone being dumb. Which, I guess that's politics.
He just saying this so he won't have to pay for the fuel.
Yeah, or the roads, presumably. The roads and bridges. I think that's what he's trying to get out of. Hey, you make the women pay for the roads and bridges. Make them pay for them. They're the ones who do the shopping. What? Mrs. Rogers, boys sprinkles. Mrs. Rogers, pretty pink sprinkles. Wait, so boys can use either. They can use pretty pink sprinkles, but girls can't use boys' sprinkles. Mrs. Rogers' boys' sprinkles is like, that's just a weird sentence. Yeah, I don't want blue and yellow sprinkles anyway. Well, that's because you're not a boy. Me, though, I'm a boy. And boy, do I want blue and yellow sprinkles. Yes, the two genders. The boys and pretty pink. Very progressive of them to assume boys like sprinkles. I see what they're doing. They're trying to target the market. This is the sprinkles equivalent of war paint, makeup for men. They're trying to sell sprinkles to boys. Hey, boys, you know what's pretty manly? Sprinkles. As long as we call them boy sprinkles. Now, who's into sprinkles? All the boys are like, yeah. Doing their Fortnite dances. We love sprinkles now. Go to gendered bathrooms and replace the signs with two random things like a fish and a sandal. And watch as people puzzle out which one is manlier. It's not vandalism if it's an art project. If you write down the results and properly format the paper, it even counts as science. This sounds dangerous. I mean, I'm sure, interesting social experiment, but sounds a little bit sketchy. Fish are women because we are a catch. Go ahead, drink the gendered water. It's not even gendered, it's aged. It's like unaged. It's baby water. So not only is it male and female water, it's also water specifically for babies. What makes it baby water? Natural spring water, non-carbonated. They're trying to hit all the marks. Baby water for boys. How specific can you get? It's made from babies? Oh no, it's just a bunch of baby spit. Baby drool. I don't think I've ever thought about this. And I don't know if this is going to be the dumbest thing I've ever said on a YouTube video. Just please bear with me. Let me give my reasoning. Just with reserve judgment, just for a second, until I've seen your answers, and then I try backpedal as fast as possible. Do babies drink water? I don't think I've ever seen a baby drink water. They do if you mix the formula. No, they don't. Okay, so like, that's my point, right? What even is baby water? Babies aren't chugging back a bottle of water. They drink milk. I know, they drink milk. But I'm getting like 50-50 in the chat. I get that they get water from the milk. I know that, but they drink milk, right? Like they're not just chucking back a bottle of baby water. That's what we're saying. It's not water for babies. It's water from babies. It's probably for toddlers. Well, why specifically write baby on it? Right? Toddler water. That kid does not look like a baby. Now that I think about it, these aren't babies in the photo. I think everything is leaning towards this is water made from babies. It's like pure drool and tears. Oh, here we go. Lady soldiers in their high heels and their much tighter pants. Okay. I don't know the context for this at all though. All I see is the photo and the caption that says lady soldiers. As a female, I'd feel unsafe in that uniform. Yeah, I mean, what's the point of like wearing like camo army style stuff and high heels? Like, what are you achieving? You're gonna go out onto like a battlefield in your high heels? All right, here we go. You ready for this? Mums and dads, we do things differently. TV, mums used to distract kids in order to get things done. Dads used to relax with kids and laugh at Phineas and Ferb. Meals, mums eat 2 more bites of vegetables. Dads eat 2 more bites of meat. Oh, right, that's like what you're telling the kids. The mums are always saying 2 more bites of vegetables. Dads are, yeah, got it. Snuggles ends with mum in tears because they grow up so fast. Or with them being pushed off her lap because enough already. Dads ends with the recliner tipped over and everybody laughing in a pile on the floor. Bedtime. Books, prayers, hugs, and kisses. Dad. Wrestling match followed by an episode of Gator Boys. Because nothing says sweet dreams like alligator trapping. America. Mums, middle of the night. With mum, always mum. Dad snores through it all. Funny as family. Okay, Yoda. What is this? I don't know. I don't know what purpose it serves. I presume this is being shared by predominantly like middle-aged mums on Facebook, seeing this and being like, yeah, this is pretty cute. Shit. And then you get Sharon and Cheryl liking it and saying, ha 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 ha, so true. And they put in a photo of themselves as like a Bitmoji going like this. Can someone please tell me how maths for boys is different to maths for girls? Wait. Year something. Year 1, 7. Maths for boys. I think it's year 1. Addition and subtraction exercises plus coloring pictures for boys, 5 to 6. Or for girls, 5 to 6. My daughter's favorite color is blue, so she would be ticked off to be given the pink book.
Hi. Right. Boy.
It's pretty dumb, but you know what they're talking about here. It's got to be the pictures, right? The boys are coloring in this picture, and the girls are coloring in this picture. Minimal effort. It's like the exact same thing. You've just added a little bit of hair and a little skirt onto that one. Yeah, the reason I was so bad at school is because I was always given the girls' maths when I'm a boy. So like, you know, how are people misogynistic towards literal kids? Dude, kids stuff is the most sexist stuff going around. Everything kids has to be gendered for some reason. There's like this whole thing about like, if you're like a boy, you gotta be into boy things. As soon as you finish school, all of a sudden it's like no one, like, it doesn't really matter anymore that I'm not like super into sport. But when you're in like middle school, it's like, what? You're a boy? And you don't play footy? I don't know if it's still like that or not. I mean, I hope it's on the way out.
Boys edition, Johnny has 2 baseballs. Girls edition, Sarah has 2 dolls.
Yeah, I bet you it'd be the same. Yeah, except it's never that little. It's like Johnny has 83 baseballs and he gives 15 to Jack. Company creates world's manliest soap that looks exactly like a bunch of nuts and bolts. Not for long though. Not for long. Look, I don't own the nut and bolt manly soap, but the bolts, after the edges curve out a little bit, you know, you're actually using that soap, the edges are gonna curve out a little bit, and then, you know, I guess we're still on track for the world's manliest soap. Do they get rusty? Yeah, it's not even soap. It just lathers rust all over your hands. Pocket guide to girl stuff. The pocket guide to girl stuff. The pocket guide to boy stuff. Wait, so a kite is girl and a paper airplane is boy stuff? The pocket guide to mischief. Yes, the 3 genders. Girl, boy, and mischief. There they are. Do men still open car doors? How do you think we get inside? Every day. Every day, there's at least a few men out there opening a door. The gas guy just rang to say my landlord was sending him round, and then remembered my landlord is a woman and said, sorry, lady lord. No boy.
Just because a girl won't gargle your jimmies doesn't mean you can blow up a movie.
No more!
What happens when you can hire any of your favorite
No more! It is joining. No more! It is joining. And we have looked at the channel Darman a few times on this channel because there's some sort of magic about his videos that simply cannot be replicated. Or can it? And that is why, on a few occasions, we have asked the question, is it da or nah? And today it continues. If pretty much the concept of this is that Darman's success is immeasurable. He's massive, he's blowing up. He is the newest and greatest thing on the YouTube platform, supposedly. And everybody wants a slice of the Darman pie. And so apparently there's heaps of views in Darman style content. So you get a bunch of copycats. We've looked at some of them, most of them not so good. A couple of them better in some ways. But today, we're going to be checking out another one of these Darman clones. Illumably, I suppose. I don't know how to say it. And look, if you can't tell by even just their like thumbnails, other than this one, Karen's be like, they're kind of going for a little bit of a Darman theme here. They're completely ripping off the Darman branding, and it, for the most part, seems to work for them. They're getting like 500,000 views. They just get a whole bunch of views for just justice. Corn. A word that rhymes with corn. It's just bad situations that get turned around and karma goes whacha, or as we like to call it, Dharma. And today I figured, well, let's just have a look at how this one compares. Is it Dar or is it Nah? First we'll have a look at girl treats boyfriend terribly, lives to regret it. Get this, they're one up Darman here. Forever! Lives to regret it forever. Poop emoji. Girl treats boyfriend like poop emoji. But we're also going to be looking at rich man complains about money, poor woman teaches him a shocking lesson after this one. So stay tuned. I hear it's even more ridiculous than the first one.
Hey, Jen. Just wanted to remind you that I'm gonna go hang out with the boys tonight.
Excuse me? We're hanging out tonight.
Oh no, did we have something planned today?
No, but I don't need to make plans with you to decide when I can and can't I hang out with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have boys night, yeah. Yeah, it's Saturday. Saturday. For the boys. What? The nerve. The absolute nerve on this guy for wanting to go hang out with the boys.
Cancel on your boys. Now.
But I canceled on them last time.
Who cares? You're dating me, not them. They have each other anyways.
But I really want to see them. It's been forever.
Look, Billy, I don't like your friends. They're single and desperate, and they just spend all their time on those dating apps, and they probably want you to hook up with someone else when you go out too.
No.
Why would they want that? Why would they want that? They're single, and I bet they want you to be single. I bet they want you hooked. I bet they're pressuring you into hooking up with people. No, we like literally like play pool. One time we went to the movies.
Girls are temporary, boys are forever.
No, it's not like that at all. They know how much I love you, Jen, and I wouldn't want to ruin that.
Look, Billy, I'm your only friend now. And what I say goes.
But...
Billy, I am your only friend now. Done. Friendship with the boys, over. It's me now. I am the boys. Look at me. I'm the boys now. But... What was that? Did you say butt? Did you just say butt to me? I'm the boys. I'm the girlfriend. And I'm the boys. I'm everyone. And you're...
Yo, Mark, anyone?
Yeah.
How are you?
I guess I'll play Jet, unless anyone wants to play Duelist. Does anyone want to play Jet?
No.
Go. Let's go.
Oh. Yes,
You're alive. Billy, run. Yeah, Billy. Billy, run. Run to the boys. Run to the boys.
I said what I say goes.
Jen.
Did I make myself clear? Now, go make me something. I'm hungry.
Now go make me a sandwich.
3 1v1s and then me and Sky can do 2v2.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Why are you
Wait,
so
what?
mad at him?
I'm not mad at him.
What did he do?
I'm not mad. What the fuck? I'm not mad, guys.
So condescending.
It's because I'm drunk.
I bet their Jeff thinks she's all that. Well, newsflash, girlie. No one lives alone. Take her and her team down.
It's just. Can you flash in?
I can flash.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can flash because you have flash. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I have a flash.
Yeah.
I have 2 actually. No. Unless
No,
you want me
just
to sell
one.
one. Nah, if you want me to sell one, I will. Anyway.
You don't really have anything to buy. It was just flash just there.
Hawk out!
Oh, I could not
Enemy
flash.
spotted.
You killed me.
Night, night.
Spike carrier's down.
Okay,
Spike down.
Who's backing
Oh.
me up? Who's backing?
Last player standing.
You can do this.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Go, Jeremy.
Bomb buddy out.
What's your name? Jeremy?
I can't hear, bro. You gotta be quiet, man. No, my name's
Sorry.
not
Yeah,
Jeremy.
No.
Sorry, my name's not Jeremy.
a nightmare,
Okay.
but I was
Can it be from me?
Yeah, I can be Jeremy for you.
Can you be Jeremy for me?
No, I can only have one name. Jeremy or whatever the fuck you said.
Stop fighting.
You're Jeremy.
You're Jeremy, yeah.
I'm insane.
I got you,
Okay, I'll be Jeremy.
Thanks, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Hawk out!
No.
Jeremy.
Enemy spotted B.
I'm lagging.
Nice.
Dude.
Go get her.
Oh!
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice one.
Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
What you doing? We're fighting. You fighting. Hello.
Nice.
Why are you so aggressive today? Did those boys give you any attention at all?
Nice one, Ian.
A bit.
Yeah, Antonio now. I love it.
Harry, you like
Give me a name starting with an L.
L.
L, no, L, yeah.
push it over a bit more so it's not right?
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Just don't
I'm gonna call you.
What about Ligma?
Oh, okay.
Ligma's good too. I think that's better actually.
Oh, Ligma?
What if I call you Hernandez?
Let's go.
What about Fernandez with an F, not a H, you know, you feel me?
Nah, Hernandez.
I'm watching Ben.
You look particularly chunky today.
You wanna come to it? Don't worry, got it. I got him.
You put a whole light today?
I got him.
Bro, did he? Oh, no.
Shut up. No one. Someone actually went there?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Reload to kill them.
One enemy remaining.
Your name is
Uh,
Raina. You don't get a cool name.
That's boring. Yeah, you don't get a cool name. You're ass.
Yeah, listen to.
Guys, so mean.
Flawless.
No, that was a bit mean for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm gonna call
Did you take my apology?
I'll call you Huxley, Alex BLM.
I'm gonna call you Huxley.
Hey, Jane will have some starters.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, that's not a good one. Sorry.
Just Huxley.
Just
Get
Huxley.
Spike though, bro.
Spike.
Hey, that's not his name. Huxley.
What is it?
Huxley, get Spike, mate.
What? Why?
Are you Huxley?
Why does he have to get Spike?
Huxley.
Isn't it Reyna? What the fuck's happening?
Seek them out. Poor found one. Blinded. Found one. Headshot.
Oh!
Get grounded.
What stage is it?
One enemy remaining.
Nah, I want to be called.
Reloading.
I want.
There you are, you shit.
Hold on, I need to.
Thanks for the heal.
I want to be called.
This seems like a
I want to be called Only Sky.
No, I'm not calling you that.
No. No.
You have to be nice to me.
Sorry, Dell computer.
That's not my name. My name's Only Sky.
Sorry, only Sky.
Don't hear. That's what you do.
I'm sorry, I'm flashing.
Take your flank, everyone. Oh, I'm in flank, I'm in flank. Nice, good shot.
I'm in flank.
Jet's grounded.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Hernandez.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Where was he?
Main. Mid.
Jake, your name is Dexter.
Oh, let's go. Good job, bro.
Guys, I've never actually played Sky. If I'm being honest, I only played Sky because only Sky. I'm sorry. I was just trying to spite you. But actually, I'm not doing too bad.
I've cracked on Sky. I've cracked on Sky, man.
You cracked.
I'm on
Guys. What language do you think my name's written
Guys,
in?
shh.
Hong Kong. What's the language of Hong
Guys.
Kong? Mandarin. I'm just gonna say Mandarin.
Let's go for the
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, that's right. It's actually Korean.
Wait,
Guess what it
can I get-
translates?
Oh.
Does it translate to Sony?
No, what's Sunday? Translate to massive dick.
No, look, you never can do with translate to Sony.
Get out of here.
Okay, only Sky.
Spike down A.
What?
Your name is Lincoln.
Last player standing.
I'm
You're
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Yeah, you're Lincoln.
Am I the President Lincoln or just normal?
If you say one of
Oh,
my
no, you're
creatures,
just-
it's
you're
a good
Lincoln.
thing, alright? We'll figure out what they do eventually.
I don't understand, am I? I'm just Lincoln.
No, you're
I'm just a random
Yeah,
Lincoln.
you're Lincoln.
No one likes Lincoln.
Oh,
Hell,
Didn't Lincoln invent slavery or something?
hopefully.
that sounds like fun
Yeah.
because you
I
can
read
run
that
a
in the
business of
slavery. I read
slavery.
that in a history book.
Yeah, but slavery is good in some ways. Like you
Okay,
can start a
Raina, you
really
can be
good
Scarlet.
business.
Seek them out. Cutting their vision.
Raina, you're
Found
Scarlet.
Like how people
we don't have to spy.
child labor laws to make children work for them without going against the laws, so that you have an army of children at your disposal.
Shut up, shut up. Shut up. Okay, Rena, you're the Scarlet.
Get him.
Last player standing. Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
If you clutch this cream pie,
I need to clap.
wall him in the corner. Wall him.
Wall raised. I have the spike.
You're so good, bro. What the hell?
Cream pie now. Cream pie
So
now.
good. I've already cream pie, man. Cream pie on the wall, to be
We'll
honest.
see. When you turn it on, you turn it on. Great work.
Sorry guys, that was a good one.
It's a bit sus if you ask me.
Shut up, please.
Lincoln, that was not funny.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
At least I invented slavery.
You're a bro. You're a bro.
I love you, Linky.
Do you like slavery?
Linky Lou.
Because you'll be working for me.
No! You are not slaving me.
Bro.
What about bending the child labor laws? I need to get someone to fly.
The hunt begins.
Reloading.
What is this?
Hawk out. Blinded.
Bro, you guys got collided.
Hawk out.
Yo.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
Good job, team.
I'm actually gonna raid the child labor laws after this so I can get an army.
No, Link.
Yes!
I'm gonna have to rename you if you keep on acting like this.
I will do it.
Lincoln, that's quite enough.
What's
Yeah, but
my
how
name
are you gonna
again?
start my business without having an army?
Oh, yeah, right. My bad.
Okay,
I can just play a lot of children like $1 to do work that gives me like hundreds.
Excuse me?
It's
Okay,
not
Lincoln.
illegal.
I'm changing your name. Your name's now Layla.
I don't care. Why did you give me a female name?
Shut up.
Spike down A.
Now my name's fucking female.
Oh, come on! Just the other day someone
You
asked me
hate
for...
women?
No, it's just people
Have you ever had a
who I am. Yes!
Are you sure?
I'm sure, and I'm definitely gonna
What was her
bend the
name?
laws. I had like 3
What was her
Which
name?
one? Which one?
Oh, which one?
One
I had
enemy remaining.
3
Damn.
ones. You don't think girls suit for me?
Yeah, no, I
Scarlet,
didn't.
how are
but
you?
You proved me wrong. Scarlet, are you doing good?
Scully, how are you?
Scarly boo.
Aren't you here?
Who's Scully?
That's
That's, Raina.
You just call her Scully. She's Scully, isn't she?
Oh, nice one, Layla.
Call me slavery person.
So meaningless.
What did you
Is
say?
that your girlfriend? Wait, did you say it was
Girlfriend.
actually a boyfriend?
What? No!
I think I heard that. Did you hear that, Huxley?
Are you guys turning against me? It is not
No.
wrong. It's not bad if it's legal. It's not bad if it's legal.
Get out of my way!
Guys, who's Huxley? Guys, what's my name?
Your name's Hustler. Hugs.
I thought that was someone else.
Spike down
I'm pretty
mid.
sure it was you.
Can everyone say their names? Because I've forgotten.
Okay, well.
I'm
What was my
slavery.
name?
I'm slavery.
No, shut up.
Oh,
Layla.
you're Layla.
Reloading. One enemy remaining.
And then, Reyna was Scarlet. And then...
Reloading.
Ray?
Hernandez.
Hernandez. What was I?
Yeah,
I
what
got
were
her
you?
back. Just, you know.
Hernandez.
No,
What's my name?
You're Hernandez.
No.
Yeah, that's my name.
I'm pretty sure Hernandez was Huxley, but now he's Hernandez.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Scarlet.
Wait, what's your
Hey.
name?
I'm not sure what my name is.
Hugsley?
Ranger. Well, you give me Ranger.
Oh, I don't want to be Reyna.
Oh, and I can be Sky.
No, Ranger. R-A-N-G-A.
He doesn't want to be Rainer.
Why not?
No, please don't make him be Rainer.
No. Ranger with an A.
No, he's gay.
Enemy spotted B.
Reloading.
Yeah, like, I'm a homosexual.
Enemy defender spawn.
He enjoys the touch of a man more than a woman.
Reloading.
Planted.
Sage just take them here.
One
Thank
enemy
you.
remaining.
Okay, guys, so who am I again?
And you haven't given me a name.
Your
Yeah,
name is
you are.
Layla.
You're
Last
Layla.
round in the half.
Why do I have to
Lose
be a
everything after
female
this.
name?
Spend it.
You are Layla. Now
No,
deal
you-
with it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a female.
Yeah, you can be a man if you want. You can
I
be
am.
whoever you want to be. But your name
Yeah.
has to be Layla.
Oh, okay.
I don't support the LGBTQ community.
Okay, what's up?
I
Wait,
know.
what?
Hernandez,
Why
not.
don't you? Come
I might
on.
just remove
Yeah,
your
exactly.
name. You might not have a name anymore.
Yeah, you
Me?
can just be...
I'll be nothing.
I support you, Raze.
My name
you,
is
Valorant.
nothing.
Spike down A.
No, that's Scarlet.
Still in sight.
Go Scarlet.
Reloading.
Scarlet, you can use your ult. Never mind. it's
There.
dead.
Last player standing.
Fun fact, if you die, you can't use your ult.
It's kind of like a...
Oh, Geronimo.
Why? Oh, am
Switching
I Geronimo?
sides.
He's Geronimo. We figured out his name.
I don't like the German.
How come I can never be who I want to be?
No, you
Nah,
can't.
you're
You can
just
be
Layla.
But I want to be child labor
I don't
laws.
support. I don't
Raze
support
getting a little bit.
What don't you support, big boy?
homosexuality.
Yeah, no,
Okay, Hernandez.
that wasn't Hernandez. That was Scarlet.
Oh,
No,
no,
what's your
that
name?
was Hernandez.
What's Hernandez?
Oh, I
Bro,
can get up
I
there
know
with
them
a
more than
wild
you.
draft.
Geronimo.
Yes, I can. Quite easily.
My name's Big Boy.
I'll call you big boy.
You
What
can
I have a
about
heal,
his name
please?
being large
search on
lad?
the 800.
Can I please have a
Reloading. Spike down B.
You're dead, I can't hear you.
Why didn't you heal me, bro?
Oh, I forgot I could heal.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll res.
Yeah, res first round, please. Please.
Last
Yes.
player standing.
3.
Oh, I think I had my
Really unlucky, Layla.
Yeah, I know.
I feel something over
Oh yeah,
there.
by the way, I have accepted what my name is.
Good, Layla.
Layla. You're doing great.
Okay.
Make sure your credits are above 2,000.
What?
So we can full buy next round.
I am
okay?
unable.
Yay, I am poor and only have classic with no shield. Happiness.
Oh wait, I don't have heals.
Help Layla!
Yeah.
I mean Layla is dead, but...
Okay, let's say our sexualities in 3, 2, 1.
Spike planted.
Straight, heterosexual male.
That's not what your girlfriend told me.
Hawk out.
Oh,
You can't see
Last
Scarlet.
player standing.
Scarlet. They were right there.
No, that's not Scarlet. That's
I was
her hand.
blinded.
Who is this?
This is
Strange
Hernandez.
person. Hernanda. Okay. I'm gonna add you guys.
It's gonna stop right here.
Out of charges.
Hernandez.
Wrong.
What is
Nice
your
save, the classic.
Korean
life worth saving.
character say?
Big dildo.
Oh, same.
Oh, I can't get banned without... Because no Australians or Americans would know.
What did you guys
what it
think
means.
of Lil Kim and Kendrick Lamar's song "Family
Family Ties.
I liked it. I'm gonna be honest. I liked Baby Kim's verse more than Kendrick.
Do you guys like Juice WRLD?
No,
Oh, he died.
he's dead.
So, I live in a dorm and some people are like, no, he's still alive.
How old are you?
Mid.
I'm 12. I go to a boarding school in high school. Yeah.
You at school right now?
Nah, because of lockdown and everything.
Good attempt.
Spike planted.
Bro, if I was in my dorm right now, you would hear like 50 people shouting. Even though there's only 7 people in a dorm. You would
Can you
hear one
smoke weed
person...
yet?
People
Hawk
vape.
out. Blinded.
Got
Enemy
it?
spotted A.
Last player standing.
Oh, one was right there.
Do you have sex? Have you had sex?
No
No,
one
you
beats
got
my
you.
firepower. I got
People jerk
this.
off.
Yuck!
I know! And it's in the middle of the night and they basically just announce it to everyone.
Wait, what
Do
did
they
you say?
go, oh, I'm gonna jerk off? Do they say, watch me?
No, they just... And then they sometimes ask people for moisturize.
Find the weak
You
point.
ever play something with you, like, with your dog?
And this... And one person in my dorm has so weird... It's so weird. Messed up in the head. And he knows it too.
Oh,
He
shush! No one
knows.
cares on your dorm!
I care.
I get
Yes.
it. My bad. Hernandez, you're being a bit mean.
Your fault.
Spike down B.
I want to hear about it.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, it's... There's so many... I have so many
Oh,
stories.
Sage!
Bro, I don't know what happened. It was on him.
So, anyway. What story should I tell? Oh yeah!
Spike planted.
The story of a moaning competition. I basically got forced into one. Moaning competition. Forced into... in a moaning competition.
Shush!
Clutch.
Did you win?
Did you win?
When will... Did I win?
What will it be this time?
Yeah, did you
Have
win?
any patterns in
Yes.
Oh,
And
God,
people
you
forced
win.
me into... People forced me into more I kept them winning.
No one cares. Please. Shush.
I literally asked him.
No one asked you though.
I know, but I asked him the questions, big boy.
The world is flat.
Wait, what?
Shut up, Hernandez.
Since when was the
Nobody
world
asked.
flat?
What's this?
The world is flat. Did you know?
Hernandez, are you gay? I'm getting
I'm
some
gay.
Wait, you're choking?
Yeah, not on anything.
What are you choking on?
Choking on your
One
cock.
enemy
I'm not
remaining.
choking on anything.
Spike down A.
Get him.
Nice one, guys.
Good one, big boy.
So did anything else happen in your dorm?
Okay, we know
Oh,
the
a
drill.
lot of stuff.
Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
The
Such as?
person who's messed up in my head, I decided to play like a micro server like Hermitcraft, and some people from different dorm decided to play with us, and basically what happened was they destroyed everything, and he
I'm
went
sorry
off his
for
head.
talking shit to you before.
It's good you
Okay.
apologize.
Get
I
out
don't
of my
think
way.
Proud
so.
of where you've come.
I don't know why
Why
that
were you
has
so...
anything.
Why, Hernandez, why were you saying?
Yeah.
Cause my
You're getting tilted?
some dead.
Did your brother die?
My brother. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Are you okay? I know how hard that is. Is his name Jeremiah?
Spike planted.
Was he black?
Found one.
Last player standing.
Hey, you can be honest with me. Was he black?
Was my brother black?
Or was your brother black? Like, no.
I don't have cotton in my.
No, you can be honest with me.
No, in fact, he was not black.
No, be honest.
It's okay.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
Dell, why are you going pistol? No one can afford the expansion.
Oh.
Stay safe.
We can have more story time later.
Anyone else live in a dorm?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Really?
Enemy
Any
Spike down
silly
A.
stories happening?
Enemy spotted A.
Got more silly stories. Because my dorm is really weird and silly.
You're such a silly character. But
I actually have a really good dorm story. So my friend, his name's Alan. He it was
Last
like
player
really late at
standing.
night, and he wakes me up because I was like fast asleep.
Yeah.
And he shakes me awake
Good
and
old
he
hard
goes,
yakka.
"Oh,
Standing in between
I've-
us and
it's
victory.
my first time." What happened?
Either
so
let's
it was
win
his-
first before we tell stories, please.
What?
what did you say?
Let's actually win.
Okay.
Oh.
Shut up, big boy.
So it was his first
Do
time
something,
coming.
Scully.
Wait,
It was
what?
his first time coming, and he comes to me and he says, "I'm feeling a bit risky. I want to do something a bit
Oh.
fancy."
Oh,
So he
what?
comes over to me and he says,
Well, that's gay. That's gay.
Yeah.
"Pull your penis." He says, "Pull your penis out." So I
What?
accept. He's got this look like he's gonna kill me if I don't.
For you.
Oh, fuck. What happened after that?
And
No one cares. Let's do the
he
game.
starts going down on me.
Reloading.
You're
He
lying.
starts sucking.
One enemy remaining.
I'll
Spike
suck.
down A.
You're lying. Nah.
Of course he's lying.
I'm full not. And he says, "Do you like that, big boy?" And I'm like, "Not really." And then he starts fighting it. Fighting.
Aw, stop to try harder.
That's so weird.
Right, I would pack it up and leave the dorm.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my finger.
No, my mom sent me there. I actually can't do it. But it's COVID, so I'm not out yet.
I would literally just be like, hey, to the person
But
that manages the dorms.
Marks on my penis now because of him.
What, is it like full size?
Chop your penis off, cunt.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Why would I do that? I've already got bite marks from my friend Callum boring on my penis.
Wait! Does anyone else want to hear a dorm story?
But I did come.
I know exactly. Shut up, not saying dormitories, mate.
I do.
Spike
You're
planted.
gay. Your opinion doesn't matter here.
You fought well. Last player standing.
Yeah, you in a party with him. No wonder.
He's full not. Hey, maybe you can shut up. Because you're kind of bottom fragging as Reyna, so...
Yeah, because I can't concentrate when you're just yakking away with this stupid story.
You know what? Yak. All I want to do.
All I want to do is win.
Look at me. In your bum.
Bro, you probably got the smallest penis in your friend group.
But it's
Callum knows I don't because he gnawed on my penis.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm gonna
Oops. What's this?
I'm behind.
Spike down.
There's one mid. Jet was mid, guys.
Jet, get back up, buddy.
Yes! I feel alive!
What are you doing, Jet?
He's having fun, bro.
Yeah.
I do not care.
You don't care.
Why did you literally ask then?
Healing over here.
What's happening? Where is it?
You're a drunk, aren't you?
Probably 80.
No. But
Yeah, no, sometimes.
Click R to reload,
I'm sure we
Jet.
have bomb.
I can't know that, but it doesn't,
Not talking to you. I said Jet. Come on, man.
it doesn't matter.
Guys,
30 seconds left.
We have bomb. They're on.
Why did you run away from the
Why are you
bomb?
both at B? A me. What?
Hey!
I didn't
Stop
see the
yelling,
bomb.
Whoa! What the fuck?
You got this, Scarlet. I mean, fuck.
10 seconds left.
Why did he pass you?
What's the matter?
Stop yelling at him.
Bro, he's behind you. That mid.
Bro, they won. Don't worry.
Did they give eye treatment at your
Daddy,
dorm?
chill.
Last player standing.
What?
Let's get these idiots.
Yeah, he disappeared in the smoke.
Hernandez, you're kind of being mean. I would like you to apologize.
No. I will not.
But like, me and Jeremiah top grade. So, and you're a little poo baby door. You smell silly and farty and poo. You little fart baby.
Stole my kill.
Enemy spotted. Mid. Reloading.
Nah, last time that happened, I just fucking.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Well, now it's up to you two, boy.
Yeah.
You should
Cutting
be
their
off.
vision.
That'd be pretty easy.
Last player standing.
Bro, why didn't you shoot him?
He's off.
I was blinded.
Just not.
Yeah, shoot it.
Just not.
Hey! Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you okay?
You're a virgin
Match
from the
point.
21st century,
Trace
cunt.
it to the spike site.
No,
Are you not
my
from
friend Callum
20%?
took it. That's
No,
another story.
mate, I'm not.
Wait, oh! You can do that a bit. Yeah, we already had that story.
No, there's a different one where he actually, I entered him.
Oh! I want to hear that.
How's your relationship with your dad?
Extremely good.
No, you're fucking gay, aren't you?
Yeah.
Locking sight.
Only with
Imagine
Callum.
being gay. You have a mental disorder.
That's going way too
Imagine
far.
being dog shit at Valorant. Holy.
Imagine having a
wait, you
mental
don't have
disorder.
Oh, are you talking to me?
I'm talking to
not
all of you.
You're
Spike
doing
planted.
I'm doing
They
good
are
for not
great.
playing my main.
good. Don't worry, man.
Plus, I'm having fun.
I've been flashed by my
Last player
teammates again.
standing.
Fix your mental disorders.
Flawless.
Fix your mental disorders.
Attackers win.
You guys are mental
Bye.
disordered. Bye bye.
Okay,
Things like
Mental
you.
disorder.